talk about it. About that bread, I drop a coffee about it. You watch me go through hell, now watch me walk about it. Nigga shit, that's how I lost 3 million. Luckily, with something in the ceiling, keep dealing,
Big Seagull, Pusha T, keep dealing. Kicking this off on Radio AFG Live Technical Takedown Tuesday Best Of Show, man. We just getting started. We in the first extended music mix of the afternoon, man, and we just gonna keep the music moving and rocking and rolling, you feel me? We gonna slide to Southwest real fast, man. We gonna go back to 2015 on y'all niggas and slide to Southwest and holler at my nigga. Snap is far out. I fuck with this track, man. He running around wild. It's Radio AFG Live, man. Technical Takedown Tuesday. Let's go. You already, Snap. You already, nigga.
Snap's far out. Yeah. The Martian. What?
Take 3 hits of split, then I grab my cup sip. If I get too lit, I might walk with a dip. If I like the chick, I might dip with the dip. Come from me, yo, block, and I'm crisp like a chip. You play with my team, then you don't want this shit. Had Bolos a hoe, but I made them jump shit. You want some new clothes, and you haven't sucked it. Straight like that, yeah. Pussy gon' need an ice pack, yeah. FaceTime getting flashed by a chick with a nice rack. Tongue bring couple nice tats. Get the bitch head up, straight spice that. I finesse that, yeah, to get a nightcap. Booty bounce up, then bounce right back. I shoot a load off, then I'm right back. They don't wanna whip me, no. I ain't running, better come and get me young. Got a blade on deck, catch a $150. So many loose screws, but he's so witty. Got the ring when you buzz, got me so itchy. All these niggas are studs, but they so bitchy. I'm a dog off the leash, I'ma go get him. And I reap what I sow from, grow with him. Never run around while I'm just a kid from the go.
Radio AFG Live, man. Snap is far out, running around wild, kicking this out here. You know.
Run around wild for my kids and my mother. What? Run around wild on a nigga like a wubba. Run around wild, don't give a fuck now. We running around, we running around. With the brown, if we all in my cup now. Drink it up in the ground, one step in the ground. And another when the club about to shut down. Shut in this town, we shut in this town. Run around wild, don't give a fuck now.
Radio AFG Live.
Run around wild, don't give
Snap
a
is
fuck
far
now.
out. Run around wild. 2 minutes. Twitch.tv/watch your joint. You already. Shutting this down.
Run around wild, don't give a fuck now. Yeah, Snap is far out, nigga. Today I had to work, but I called out, nigga. I wanna hit them all so I could ball out, nigga. Need a couple Henny bottles going all out, nigga. Yeah, fresher than a bitch, lay it so outfitted. What? Anything they do, I was so outdid it. Yeah, taking hella poops, you will get out shitted. Give a fuck about a blogger or a punk ass critic. Yeah, run around wild, they set me on fire. Flow so tight, couldn't grip it with a plier. Love is automatic since I come from Philly, I'm flyer than a bird on a plane on the hang guy glide. No question if the guys I'm with right. Come around selling bullshit, I'm not buying. Trying to get some pussy from this bitch, I'm mine. If the bitch chase me, if I got a bitch, I'm lying. My getaway is just a hit away. Bombay couldn't sleep, cause my room today. You would've thought a little nigga was a Gemini. Kept this money out with my worst enemy. Me, evil spirits got an enemy. I'ma wash it all out with this alcohol. You don't understand me, cause you're not involved. And if we ever bump this, I bring the Tylenol. Run around wild like a wild, wild west nigga. I'm running around. Might have to pin around. Wage bitch, all they do is stress niggas. I'm slapping it down, shoot it off wild. Got semen all on the chest with it. What? Run around wild, I'm the best since the best did it. Yeah, you know it. Run around wild, don't give a fuck now. We running around, with the brown, if we all
Texas, far out.
Running around wild. You know.
Or whatever, bitch.
Radio AFG Live, man.
Yeah.
We put on for the city. As well as everybody out there motherfucker around the world. It's the independent platform, independent artists and entrepreneurs, man. Radio AFG Live. And if you guys got music you want to spun during the show, you want to be interviewed to pop something that you got going on, you got a matter of fact speech that you want to talk about, man, send your inquiries, MP3s through to the 5deucegun@gmail.com. You see it right on the thing spelled over there. You alright over there, son? Because you be bumping and jumping. You cool? Little COVID love, little COVID love. You gotta give him some COVID love. With that being said, you see it spelled out right there. DA5, DUECEGUN@gmail.com. Send them MP3s and inquiries through, man. We got you. It's Radio AFG Live, the independent platform for independent artists and entrepreneurs. You dig? You dig it, man. Now we gonna slide down to South Philly. We gonna slide to South Philly. Holla at the Homeboy, South Philly She. The track is entitled 40 Balls. Freestyle, man. Let's get it poppin'. You know. It's Radio AFG Live.
South Philly She.
Let's go.
Rappers out like, fuck you up pipe. About to hit the booth and just lyrically snipe. Fuck your top 5, guaranteed I'm the nicest. Every dollar in the cipher, fire more than like I'm Isaac. Kill him like your head dad, the bombs over Baghdad. Niggas garbage coming to your funeral with trash bags. We the mob, we'll never break the rules. Throw you in the river with some center block shoes. Damn niggas buzzing on the 6 o'clock news. They say they try and win, but only about to lose. Raised in the jungle when we came from the street. John Doe, identifying through his teeth. Rappers talk beef, but they ain't even relevant. New machine gun, nigga tumble saw the elephant. I rose with a gun, put a hole in your lung. I'm doing niggas dirty like clothes on a bum. My niggas ain't really real, see how you really feel. Cause all my shooters, they don't never be on chili chill. All these rappers, they be spitting bubble gum. About to hit you with some shit that you can't recover from. Now you in the spittles and you barely can breathe. Doc pumping on your chest and you hooking machines. Shit ain't looking good for you. I'm about to send a couple shots in your hood for you. Send a couple woods for you. Don't never doubt me. I'ma get you thrown from above me. Hating ass niggas try out me. So come and get me. My handgun hold about 50. It'll spin you, make you throw a 360. Hard off a lion. With my competition, I'm a frying. What you rap niggas selling, I ain't buying. Buying all the pills and selling all the crack. Black Mac 11, I call it my Bernie Mac. Niggas getting murdered, drive by, I ain't swerving. My first time shooting a gun, I was nervous. Niggas in the way, but I can get you killed in a day. Plus I always know where your mama stay. Don't act tough, cause niggas a bitch. I don't fuck with you niggas cause you really a snitch. Niggas jealous, these fans about to show their true colors. I'ma get it, what the fuck can you little lames tell us? Catch you in that rental, ooh I spraying out your window. They shit and let the dogs out the kennel. 223s with the military scope. I'ma catch you from the block, I'ma fill you up with smoke. Bleeding on the ground from the side of your neck. You treat niggas if they don't show us proper respect. Get in, get out, make a flood in a drought. How can you niggas get cheese with a mouse? It don't make no sense. I'm trying to pay the rent. I'ma shoot you in your stomach, make you curl like a shrimp. Cause I be in the jungle with the lions and the chimps. I'm flying in a blimp, got holes like a pimp. Southside of Philly, yeah, my niggas don't play. All the rappers step up until they DOA. Got a heart full of hatred, a handful of shells, and you ain't got an ass, I'ma let you niggas taste it.
South Philly She
right.
with the 40 ball freestyle, man, right here on Radio AFG Live, man. I mean, we gets it cracking and crocking and popping for y'all, man. That's what we do it for. We do it for y'all, man. We do it for y'all. Now we gonna slide right on down. We gonna slide right on down. Slide right on down to West Philly, coming from South Philly. Somebody took the Broad Street line. Damn, they took the Broad Street line, and then the motherfucker told them to take him to the section. It's Mr. 215, J Mac. The track is entitled Take Me to My Section. Philly, Philly, stand up. It's Radio AFG.
I don't say it like that, it ain't gonna sound good.
Lego!
They know. I'm on go. I'm on go. See, me and my boys rolling. They know what we do. 215, we rolling, we wrecking. Take me to my section. We wrecking. Take me to my section. To my section, bring the bottles, bottles. Take me to my section, bring the bottles, bottles. Rolling, we wrecking. To my section, rolling, we wrecking. Take me to my section. To my section, bring the bottles, bottles. Take me to my section, bring the bottles, bottles. Slipping on Patron, I'm looking through my phone, checking out the club, which one I'm taking home. I'm always in my zone, I'm always home flex. I'm tell them that I live in. Bottles in the sky, if this is how you live in. Fine women and good wine. Nowadays it sure feel good just to be John. We wrecking, take me to my section. We wrecking, to my section. To my section, bring the bottles. Take me to my section, bring the bottles. We wrecking, to my section. We wrecking, take me to my section. To my section, bring the bottles. Take me to my section, bring the bottles. That's right, 215. Every time I come around, they go down. I'm on go.
Check that! Mr. 215. Take me to my section, baby. You know, it's Radio AFG Live, man. The independent platform for independent artists and entrepreneurs, locking it down for you each and every Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time until 5. We does it for y'all, man. We come together like Shaggy and Scooby do. Oh, you ain't even know. Deuce Wellington's up next, man. Alley Boy artist. Novi Record Recordings on. Deuce Wellington track is entitled Shaggy and Scooby. It's Radio AFG Live, man. Technical Takedown Tuesday 5. Rock out!
Jessica on the keys, bitch.
Show some respect to my dogs, or I'll put a hole where your roof is. Don't get the acting hard, or my dog will shoot like a movie. You see that we rap for the squad, you see AB is the movement. We smoking that push in the cloud, together like Shaggy and Scooby. So show some respect to my dogs, show some respect to my dogs. Show some respect to my dogs, or my dog will shoot like a movie. Show some respect to my dogs, show some respect to my dogs. Show some respect to my dogs, we together like Shaggy and Scooby. Show some respect to my dogs, or show some respect for my team. Show some respect for our groundwork, or show some respect for the beam. Let them know that this is our turf, and put some respect on the lane. Thought smoking that dirt a long time ago, and put some respect on the green. I used to trap up on the back block, trade 80s and some crack rocks, and my dog was right next to me. Kept my eye up on the stash spot, try to run up, watch the flash, homie. Bet the Congo be your backdrop. Pussy niggas ain't fucking with us, leave them bloody like a tampon. We see you niggas, you creep below. Fishing like you in a hole. Scheming for touch, you gon' catch a rope. Hey, yo, stop past the foe. Pass it and stop like I give a go. Shot from the corner, stroke down the coat. And I'm bending low on my heart and flow. And I'm gone. Show some respect to my dogs, or I'll put a hole where your roof is. Don't get the acting hard, or my dog will shoot like a movie. You see that we rap for the squad. You see AB is the movement. We smoking that ush in the cloud, together like Shaggy and Scooby. So show some respect to my dogs. Show some respect to my dogs. Show some respect to my dogs, or my dog will shoot like a movie. Show some respect to my dogs. Show some respect to my dogs. Show some respect to my dogs. We together like Shaggy and Scooby. Men they hating, why they always hating? Gotta shake these fake niggas off of me. I'm just trying to make it so I'm grinding daily, watching out for the double team. These trying to stop me up at the key, but I hit them with the spin move, call it Ginsu. When I'm cutting, have them ducking like they reach you down for their feet. I'm a problem you ain't solving. Shit, a seal couldn't guard me. George Gervin with your girl. Finger roll when it's all in that. I'm official tissue, that's a referee whistle. Better watch who you charging. 45 will me Jordan. Have him running like your forest. I gotta pick a low band, so you can pick a roll slam can. Watch a girl, she a fan's fan. The type of top my own man's man. I hit her back up, trans stand. Then knock her out the park, grand slam. Have her exercising all leg work, that's sling lift, nigga can. All I want is more cash flow. Raise the stock up, NASDAQ. Keep the peace for insurance. I must you duck niggas ass flat. We ain't scared to throw hands, but I would stay with a gap pack. I'm with the shit if you with the shits, but if not, my nigga back. Show some respect to my dogs, or I put a hole where your roof is. Don't get the acting hard, or my dog will shoot like a movie. You see that we rap for the squad. You see AB is the movement. We smoking that ush in the cloud, together like Shaggy and Scooby. So show some respect to my dogs. Show some respect to my dogs. Show some respect to my dogs, or my dog will shoot like a movie. Show some respect to my dogs. Show some respect to my dogs. Show some respect to my dogs. We together like Shaggy and Scooby.
Slide back, do some real music business. We're gonna do some real music business with the homeboy, Tone Butter, featuring YP the Prophet, one of my favorite tracks that I've gotten from one of you independent artists, man. This track is off the chain, very relevant. I fucks with it. The track is entitled Surviving the Times. Pay attention, ladies and gentlemen. It's Radio AFG Live. It's
you liberals who've lifted them up, Howard. Oh, you conservatives make a mistake. You can't afford to strangle whole people. Without hope, people become dangerous. No, Howard, you liberals have let them invade our society. You give them jobs, political jobs. Oh, you missed the point. It's only the smarts we move up. That makes it even worse. No, we have to move them up. If we leave the smart one in the ghetto, he might develop into a leader against us. But if we raise him up into white society, we neutralize him. He feels compelled to try to act like us. He loses his identity and his racial anger, if he has any. He becomes alien to his brothers. They realize he sold them out and they grow to him. He becomes to them and safe for us. No, thank you. In fact, in his love for the creature comforts, except for his color, he's become one of us.
I'm spitting my soul, speaking my mind. I'm taking it slow to stand on my grind. I got places to go and mountains to climb. I call it reaching my goals, surviving the times. I'm spitting my soul, speaking my mind. I'm taking it slow to stand on my grind. You could say what you want, I'm destined to shine. I call it reaching my goals, surviving the time. Well, I believe brothers always trying to down another man. Crabs in the burrow, they gon' pull you down if they can. I believe we the enemies of our government, blinded by the media, ignorant to this suburb. Anyways, I be dealing with some other. Let me watch my mouth and the revealing some other. So let's talk about these killings and devilness, trying to live right in the world that's just devilish. Rest in peace to the victims who were persecuted. Devils sitting right in the midst, but they never knew it. Sad to say, we be trying to find a resolution. Everybody always like to talk, but they never do it. But we gon' keep facing these mountains to climb and praying for strength behind enemy lines. Thanking the Lord for his wonders and signs. You could say what you want, we surviving the times. I'm spitting my soul, speaking my mind. I'm taking it slow to stand on my grind. I got places to go and mountains to climb. I call it reaching my goals, surviving the times. I'm spitting my soul, speaking my mind. I'm taking it slow to stand on my grind. You could say what you want, I'm destined to shine. I call it reaching my goals, surviving the times. What survival? Truth bless you. Mind problem, it states. Make the pen leak. Occasionally speak about the casualties. Attire Sunday best. Occasionally consistent, no longer rare. Evolution, Mama Eve and knowledge she believed. Took the apple off the tree since she conceived. Ignorance and habits be not me. I speak as we pollution isn't polluting. All that and truth is survive the civil revolution. War games, wars fought in my brain. White flag seen on the casket of my past. Freedom reigns through the air, but when I free, I say we mean and meaning is that we were the unity. Grew up in the city, gotta survive my community. Oh, the irony, school days, backpacks, no books. High and they keep telling destiny. Mountains move at the sight of me. Silent shadow when I speak. Play it backwards, fake to me. A gift you see bestowed by the wind. Wind knows I win. I'm taking it slow to stand on my grind. I got places to go and mountains to climb. I call it reaching my goals, surviving the times. I'm spitting my soul, speaking my mind. I'm taking it slow to stand on my grind. You could say what you want, I'm destined to shine. I call it reaching my goals, surviving the times.
YP the Prophet, Homeboy, surviving the times. It's Radio AFG Live, man. Shoot up. There's more music coming right now, man. We ain't done with you. It's the Homeboy Dollarize up next. Philly, stand up, now reside in Vegas. Track is Tidal. Money Flex. It's Radio AFG Live, man. Trying to get down Sunday
This first take. What up, money grip? I be on that money to the streets, I be running it. Work, I got a ton of it. This dollar rising, I ain't never on no sucker shit. Way I give it to him, got your baby mama loving it. 100 after 100. I keep it coming up. I can get you anything you need, how much you wanna spend. I let the money flip, somersault, acrobat. Open up a strip and burn it down like some candle wax. Niggas don't want the beat, got youngins to handle that. Super duper loud, you can smell it through the sandwich bag. I keep an eye on me, out to get a lot of money. We from the block, homie, why take all the cops on me? I hustle every penny, earn, make the money flip. You would think I got money to burn, make the money flip. Put it on the trampoline, make the money flip. Every day I'm thumbing through the green, make the money flip. The work coming in steady, make the money flip. Style it on them, man, we talk heavy, make the money flip. I'm on this bread and I'm ready to make the money flip. I make the money flip, yeah, I make the money flip. I'm seeing bread, I got them waiting like a sneakerhead. I'm creeping in, them haters never wanted me to win. We all trying to get it, keep it a beam, man. Anything we grab, we knock it off, the time to be again. You ain't talking about no money, we ain't speaking it. I'm buzzing, people talk about me, call them CNN. I used to live in poverty, was barely making ends. Now I'm on one, self-made like I'm leaking in. We don't knock hustles, we knockin' hustles out. Stockpile with the work, the flood them in the drive. Work smarter, not harder, till we make it rich. Any amount of money, I can make it flip. I hustle every penny, earn, make the money flip. You would think I got money to burn, make the money flip. Put it on the trampoline, make the money flip. Every day I'm thumbing through the green, make the money flip. The work coming in steady, make the money flip. Style it on them, man, we talk heavy, make the money flip. I'm on this bread and I'm ready to make the money flip. I make the money flip, yeah, I make the money flip. Stack, get up, racks, I be adding up. Put it on the ruler, I move it, who do it fast as us? It's the American way, making investments. And if you getting a dollar, brother, protect it. Italian on my back, Cuban in the necklace. Just had a 4-year run and I'm re-elected. Paper trail so long you can't measure it. If you ain't in that bracket, you're irrelevant. Ain't gotta celebrate, but get it how you know it. We don't just talk about that money, we really show it. Risk taking every day is no more struggling. I'm hustling, out here in these streets making that money flip. I hustle every penny, earn, make the money flip. You would think I got money to burn, make the money flip. Put it on the trampoline, make the money flip. Every day I'm thumbing through the green, make the money flip. The work coming in steady, make the money flip. Style it on them, man, we talk heavy, make the money flip. I'm on this bread and I'm ready to make the money flip. I make the money flip, yeah, I make the money flip.
Dollarize, risk takers. You already know we show love out here, man. From PA to LVEB, that was Dollarize. Locking it down for y'all right here on Radio AFG Live Tactical Takedown Tuesday, man. And now we gotta rock out with some of that music that we premiered yesterday. You know we gotta play that, right? You know we gotta play that. So the first track up, we rocking out from the homeboy Cassie Julius. The track is entitled God Knows. Coming up on that motherfucking Street Heat Volume 4, May 11th too, man. Shout out to Cassie Julius. Shout out to Malia Fit. Fuck with y'all, man. God bless.
When I found you, so over thoughts that got me tripping right now. They know exactly who this is when they hear the sound. It's Prince Julius and I'm next to be crowned. It's clear to me now that I ain't never had a doubt. So I disabled all my bricks, so I ain't never slowing down. It's like melody who wanna ruin us. It's Cassie Julius and they can't get enough. They can't get enough. I stay making hits while they running out of stuff. Winning my music playing, gotta turn it up. Jumping too much fake melody, popping in the club. Started from the bottom, but now I'm blowing up. I'm a diamond in the rough, so I ain't never giving up. This way it takes so much that they running out of space. The joke's on you, my song cannot be replaced. You try to mimic me, you'll never sound the same. They can try to call me, but they can't impersonate. While I'm on the paper chase, the one that they cannot relate. Cause I'm on the road to riches, you be in a different race. If they take you for granted, then you must eliminate. Why bother with the fake? We don't need them anyways. Cause I'm up right now, only God knows how I'm feeling right now. I was lost when I found you, sober thoughts that got me tripping right now. They know exactly who this is when they hear the sound. It's Prince Julius and I'm next to be crowned. It's clear to me now that I ain't never had a doubt. So I disabled all my brakes, so I ain't never slowing down. Don't you find that? It's intriguing how you believe when you start succeeding. If they doubt you when you achieving for bad reasons, just keep believing. Cause when it's seeming you've been defeated, they're just scheming. Tell them keep on dreaming. Too many change up, but like the seasons, got more people pleasing, no hard feelings. If you're feeling cold, it's time to heat it up. If winning is your goal, then who is stopping us? So you're not alone. Good things will come. Wait a little time, so there's no need to rush. found. She's over her thoughts, I got me tripping right now. They know exactly who this is when they hear the sound. It's Prince Julius and I'm next to be crowned. It's clear to me now that I ain't never had a doubt, so I disabled all my brakes, so I ain't never slowing down.
Prince Julius, Cassius Julius, God knows. It's Radio AFG Live, man. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? We gonna keep that shit moving. We gonna keep that shit moving. We gonna holler at the homegirl who landed this track on season 6, the final season of the acclaimed USA hit, Queen of the South, produced by Caleb Schultz, by way of the lovely and talented Tamara Bubble. The track is entitled Boss Moves. It's Radio AFG Live. Let's go! Wow,
I do all the talking. Follow all my moves, pay attention like you stalking. Cause I'm the most important in your life. You wanna be the leader? Ain't that right? You don't get nobody see her. She's invincible, yeah, invincible. Nothing but the truth. So what you gon' do? Been a boss, I'ma let you be a witness. Run a circle round, best believe I'm getting it. Making moves, yeah, we keep it up like fitness. Two-step, boss moves.
bring that thing back, man. Bring that thing back.
I do all the talking. Follow all my moves, pay attention like you stalking. Cause I'm the most important in your life. You wanna be the leader? Ain't that right? You don't get nobody see her. She's invincible, yeah, invincible. Nothing but the truth. So what you gon' do? Been a boss, I'ma let you be a witness. Run a circle round, best believe I'm getting it. Making moves, yeah, we keep it up like fitness. Two-step, boss moves with the best in the business. Money make a move, boss move, don't wanna do.
Takedown Tuesday, we're gonna start reading out that document teaser. I may change those two things up there. I might, I'm not sure. And just put up the little pictures of the first 2 pages of the document to show you where we come from. And then from that point on, I'll read periodically and just skim through all 50 pages as I read through the entire document in its entirety throughout this entire 6th season of Radio AFG Live. Every Tuesday has been a Tactical Takedown Tuesday. So we're going to come in and lock that down for you. But first, we're going to throw it to the lovely and talented Sherry Dubois, Norristown's own Red Dot. It's Radio AFG Live, man. Tactical Takedown Tuesday. Let go. You already know, folks. This is how we do's it. We do's it like we do it for TV. Ha! Sherry Dubois, Red Dot. Leg up.
I'm fucking hot, I'm solid, y'all not. I don't really give a fuck about what a lame nigga got to talk about. Stop, everything I do it pop. I just raise my fucking stock. Put a target on your head like a red dot. Nigga, you're a top knot. I'm in 2% of all the spitters, that's a top spot. Everything I drop hot, popping like I'm Orville Red and vodka on your stove top. Sound like when you burn your hand or the pain of the crock pot. Watch your fucking tone when you were talking to a top notch. Everything I do is on 10, so what they say about me? Architecture, the way I articulate and let it out. Pen is like a weapon, don't you make me bring that lead out. Make me bring Big Red out. Kid niggas on they records, DOA, I hear they play it out. You can come get read about your music, we don't play it loud. I didn't wanna say about me then, but I'ma say it now, say it proud. Bitch, I'm fucking hot, I'm solid, y'all not. I don't really give a fuck about what a lame nigga got to talk about. Stop, everything I do it pop. I just raise my fucking stock. Put a target on your head like a red dot. Everything I write is classic Phantom of the Opera. Salsa dance across the record followed by the foxtrot. Hits will never stop, greatness you can watch. All my 24s and 23, I hit a 3 with 2 seconds on the shot clock. Touchdown on your continent, I'm rolling with the homies. I was chilling with the big shots. I can see they big shots. Rockin', making bops and popping bottles on the big yacht. Nothing left of the beat but a splatter of a blood splot. Thinking like a blood clock. Come slip and get your blood marked. Spank you like your mama and your pop. You not slacking on my watch. They can't do nothing about me as you see it clearly, baby. I'm locked. Bitch, I'm fucking hot. I'm solid, y'all not. I don't really give a fuck about what a lame nigga got to talk about. Stop, everything I do it pop. I just raise my fucking stock. Put a target on your head like a red dot.
Sherry Dubois, Red Dot. Radio AFG Live, man. Be right back on it.
This your boy Skip Fielder signing in for my man Young Haak. Radio AFG Live, a place for independent artists, baby. Let's go.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. You already know what it is, man. Shout out to my homie Skip Fearless. Shout out to my homie Skip Fearless, man. Give it up for him. Welcome back into the show, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to all the listeners on anchor.fm/AFG Radio. I greatly appreciate y'all. Give it up for it as well. Give it up for all the people out here viewing on Twitch, watching the rebroadcast on the YouTube page. I greatly appreciate y'all. Thank you very much, very much. Really appreciate y'all. Now, I'm on the live spot do this so you can see how I'm gonna work this real fast in terms of putting up these first couple of pages. I am going to show you live the switching of these things for you, and I am going to put up the first page as well as the second page of said document real quick. And as I do that, I'm just going to let you know that when I first got this document over a year ago, it kind of blew my mind because there were a lot of things that I read in this document that, you know, I was kind of complicit in terms of the things that I use, the technologies that are being used against us, the social media platforms we use, the search engines and things of that nature, our government's allowance of these things, it fucks with me. And I have a lot of different, how can I say this? I have a lot of different emotions, let's just leave it there, about some of the things that I've read. And this document isn't a internet expose or some type of some guy conspiracy theorist put this thing together. This is a subpoena filed in the Southern District of California Court, December 16th of 2019, by Cyrus A. Parson, the AI organization, and over 1 million people who were victims of persecution. I steadfastly, as I get ready to switch the screen up, I steadfastly believe wholeheartedly that the stuff that is in this document is true, because growing up, I used to feel like something wasn't right. I used to pay attention to certain shit and things would pop in my head. And I'm like, wait a minute, there's just something not right about this shit. And as time went along, whether it was programming that I was watching, whether it was music I was listening to, whether it was athletes, chefs, any type of thespian, entertainer, they was throwing up the same type of hand gestures, but nobody wasn't with the same companies. They wasn't signed with the same labels. They doing completely different walks of life that don't know each other. And everybody doing the same symbolism, whether it's hand gesturing with the forefinger, your pointer finger, and your pinky finger up at the same time, whether it's people doing the three-pointer sign with holding up their pinky, their ring finger, and their middle finger at the same time, whether it's covering up their right eye and using the left eye symbolism, whether it's licking out their tongue, showing that their alliance and allegiance with the mark of the beast. There's a lot of different things that I used to fucking look at when I was younger. And I didn't know what the hell I was seeing, but it sparked interest in me. It had me thinking. It was like, what the fuck? What is this? What is this stuff? I don't understand. Why do I feel this way when I watch shit like Tiny Toon Adventures? And I'm noticing, during the intro of this cartoon, there is a portion of this animation where, while they're singing the intro song, the female rabbit known as Babs Bunny and the male rabbit known as Buster Bunny were themselves this whole little animated intro, jumping around, introducing you to Tiny Toon Adventures and all the characters. And then close towards the end of the intro, Babs unzips herself and it's Buster underneath. Buster unzips himself and it's Babs underneath, and they jump out. Tiny Toon Adventures, come and join the fun, and now our song is done. That stuck out to me when I was a child. And I never had teachings of the Lord. I never had teachings of Allah. I never had teachings of Vishnu. I had no religion, no God, no nothing put in my life as a child. And yet that stuck out to me. As a child, seeing it as a fucking adolescent. I was born in 1983. So in 1993, in 1992, 1991, and 1990, I'm 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 years old. And the shit that I'm seeing on television, from cartoons, whether it's Porky Pig type shit, Looney Tunes, whether it's Mickey Mouse type shit, whether it's Who Framed Roger Rabbit, I'm noticing a lot of shit sticking out to me. And as time goes on, technology progresses. We start to get phones and computers at our access. And some of the stuff that I learned, because I'm a computer technician, and going to school for computer technology, information technology, and things of that nature, being certified in Cisco, all 3 levels, as well as A+, I really, really, really know some of the shit that they're doing. And I believe that people like Eric Snowden, who blew the whistle, he was a whistleblower, talking about how our own government spies on us and uses our own technology against us. Y'all seen what he had to do? Y'all see where Eric Snowden is? No, you don't. Because that motherfucker off the grid, because he know they trying to kill him. You don't know nothing about that? You can see documentaries, you can do your research, but Eric Snowden worked for our government. And he found out shit. He was a communications expert. He know about all this technical shit. Way more than I do on that side. Way more than I do. And he exposed that shit. So all these things through all the years, all the tidbits, all the breadcrumbs, as you will, led to this. And for some reason, somebody that knows me very closely said, I'm somebody that should see this. I'm someone that should be on top of this. So they sent it to me, and ever since I received it, around January-ish of last year, I've been processing it myself, reading all the information, and as I'm doing that, researching everything I'm reading, because this is a fucking subpoena out of a court. The Southern District of California Court, stamp filed, case number, everything. Plaintiffs, defendants, charges, all that shit. There's over 26 different charges in this subpoena against the defendants who I'm going to name in a moment. There has been a plethora of video games, movies, cartoons, dramas, sitcoms, sporting events, music events, and all of that shit is ritualistic and symbolic of paganism, Freemasonry, and satanic shit. The influx of all this homosexuality, not because there's something wrong with homosexuality, for I am not the Lord and Savior, I am not the Father God, therefore I am not a judge. I don't work for the judiciary system in any way, shape, or form. Again, I am not a judge. I have friends, male and female, that are gay and lesbian. I don't have any transgender friends that I know of, but I know I have gay and lesbian friends who have respectfully told us their story and trusted us enough that they cared, that we cared for them and they cared for us, and they told us the truth and wasn't afraid of it, and they lived their life. And nobody judged them, beat them, talked bad about them, exclude them from anything. So this isn't about that. But for people out there that's not homosexual, lesbian, bisexual, transgender, or anything, y'all faking it up to get that attention because you see that's the in thing. Like everything is called a wave, a trend, a fad, F-A-D, a fad, a trend. So when people see it, oh, that's the wave, that's the new word for it, that's the wave. So people jumped on that wave. But many of you used to be homophobic. You used to be in school calling people fags and stuff like that, even though they wasn't gay. You was calling people faggots since you was a little kid. You didn't know what the hell you were saying. You were just hearing words and was saying it back to people. Oh, you was a faggot. Don't even know what it means. Man, if you don't get out here with that gay ass shit, don't even know what you're saying. You been saying this since you was kids. And now we grown. And those connotations can get somebody fucked over. Not even just on somebody to come after you and beat your ass, but like, it's a political correct society. So like you saying certain shit could get you canceled. You can get Me Too'd. And I say all that to say, y'all done jumped on everything that some of this shit is talking about. And the majority of the shit is talking about we use on a daily basis. And we take our own fucking lives for granted. That has to stop. I'm going to begin now. As you see, at the very top, that is the first page of this subpoena. I'm going to read the first and the second page, which is to my right. And then I'm going to continue going through certain parts to get specific things that I want you guys to be informed about out. Because again, this is the last Tactical Takedown Tuesday episode. I went through all 50 pages. Each episode, I went through, not each episode I went through 50 pages, but each episode I would go through a certain number of pages, stop, and then the next episode, which was the next following Tuesday, I would do it again. We went through it so much, I've done all 50 pages as the last Tactical Tuesday, and this one right here is pretty much a synopsis, a brief run through of what was already there. So as you are, I'm going to start at the top of page 1 of this civil cover sheet. At the top left, I'm going to stop where it says plaintiffs. The plaintiffs are wrote in pen, Cyrus A. Parsa, the AI organization, and John Doe's 1 through 900,000 victims of persecution and genocide. County of residence first listed in plaintiff, San Diego, California. Their basis of jurisdiction is federal questioning. This was filed December 16, 2019 in the Southern District of California Court. Case file 19CV2407, CAB AHG. The defendants, Google, DeepMind, Facebook, Elon Musk, Sundar Pichai, Mark Zuckerberg, Tesla Incorporated, PR Newswire, and John Doe's 1 through 29. Now, they say 1 through 29 because, John Doe, should I say 1 through 29, because those 29 individuals' names have been redacted because they've already either been found guilty of treason, which means they have been murdered, or sentenced to death, because in the United States of America, treason is met if found guilty with murder, not prison sentences. They also, if they haven't been found guilty of treason, because this all correlates and ties into everything that was going on with the Epstein shit and everything, all these celebrities getting caught up with all these kids and all that, all this ties in. So a lot of this shit had to be redacted because some of those individuals already had their day in court and are still going through shit. I'm going to now slide to the second page because the first page is nothing more than the defendants and everything. I can read it clearer here. At the top of the second page, line 1 reads, Cyrus A. Parson, the AI organization at 4275 Executive Square, Suite 200, La Jolla, California, 92037. You can reach them at 805-996-0135. You can email them at consult@theaiorganization.com. Again, consult@theaiorganization.com. Through lines 5 down, Cyrus A. Parson, the AI organization, and pro se. The United States District, Southern Court, District of California. To the left side of the right page, that paragraph going down, I'm going to read from the left down, then go to the right where the complaints start. The AI Organization, Incorporated, Cyrus A. Parson, and victims of persecution, rape, torture, concentration camps, sex, human and organ trafficking, and organ harvesting in China, Hong Kong, America, and around the world, not limited to democracy activists, Falun Dafa practitioners, Uyghurs, Christians, Tibetans, judges, lawyers, and journalists who were tortured and killed. John Doe's 1 through unlimited are the plaintiffs, is what that says. Versus Google LLC, Facebook Incorporated, DeepMind Incorporated, Alphabet Incorporated, Neuralink Incorporated, Tesla Incorporated, Larry Page, Sergey Brin, Sundar Pichai, Mark Zuckerberg, that's not your real name, you're a Rothschild descendant, Elon Musk, Sizen PR Newswire, and John Doe's 1 through 29. I've given you the reason why the defendants have John Doe's 1 through 29. Again, they've either been found guilty of treason or they've already been found guilty with every charge that they've been charged with, so their name doesn't have to be included on this document. To the right of the left-hand side of that page, you see the bolder, bigger letters. It starts with case file, case number 19CV2407, CAB-AHG. I apologize for that. And as follows, complaint. Now there's 26 charges in this file, so we're going to go through each and every one of them. Now that page only goes from 1 through 7, but I'm going to read all 26. Number 1, misuse of artificial intelligence, cybernetics, robotics, biometrics, bioengineering, 5G, and quantum computing technology. So all these phones, tablets, computers, laptops, smart TVs, those little demonstrations they put on with the social distance robot that like a little yellow dog. And I don't know if you saw that video where those guys was in the desert with like a fucking robot that had guns and they was hitting it with rocks and knocking it over and all that, but it was programmed to shoot at a specific target. So that fucking demonstration was to show you it could be knocked off his feet, hit from other shit, but it's falling and still shooting shit with deadly accuracy. And then they showed the video with that robot standing next to that little social distancing yellow robot. This is real shit. It was on the fucking news. Charge 2, endangering the human race with misuse of artificial intelligence technology. I don't even need to explain that. If you need to understand that, please, just go do your own research. I read the case file, but the stuff that I'm talking about is fucking public document. That's how I have this. And they tried to keep this. They tried to suppress this. There's no CNN news article about this. There's no MSN. There's no MSNBC. There is no Fox and Friends. There is none of these political satire shows or fucking news stations talking about this. None. They trying to keep that shit super quiet, just like they kept quiet that a year and a half ago we lost the case. We being the United States against the World Tribunal Court for over 30 years of lies for these fake-ass vaccinations stemming from rubella, chickenpox, all that shit. There's no credible evidence. They never did no real research, testing, or nothing like that, and they pumping us full of poisons. We lost that case. The United States government and television and FCC didn't put that shit on MSNBC and CNN. They had Don Lemon and all them fake-ass agents reporting on that. They didn't do that, did they? But see, you might not know about that because you were distracted by all your new TV shows and watching Power and all the shit that was going on, them fake-ass false flag operations, mass shootings and shit like that, that they're systematically putting in place to take away our fucking Second Amendment rights to protect ourselves from a tyrannical government. A lot of you think you have the right to bear arms to protect yourself. In 1776, when that was instituted, that right fully states you as a person, we as a people, as a nation have the right to bear arms to protect ourselves from a tyrannical government. I'm only 38 years old. We've been living with a tyrannical government before I ever existed. And this is why all this shit has been happening, but I'll continue. Charge 3, transfer of AI weapon technology to China. Charge 4, complicity to genocide in China and around the world. Charges 5 through 7, which is the last charge on that page, but it also goes from 5 through 8. They are all violations of Articles 1 through 4 of the Genocide Convention. If you do not know what the Genocide Convention is, please don't go on Google, because Google is going to save all your shit and use it against you. Use a search engine known as DuckDuckGo. DuckDuckGo. Get on DuckDuckGo and use that to search. DuckDuckGo is nothing more than a Google search engine, but it's not fucking Google, and it doesn't keep your shit. Excuse me for a second. To all the listeners at Anchor, we just had a little break there for the first hour of the show. We are back now for you guys. So I didn't do anything further. We're going to back up just a second to let you guys know that I was just saying, if you don't know what the Genocide Convention is, look it up, because this world and the people in it, the people who are in power, some people actually had a consciousness, some people actually had the right thought in mind for us as a nation. They weren't all trying to entrap us, kill us off, poison us, whatever. Some people wanted to make a change and make a difference so people can be better. But they just were one voice in that giant office of a bunch of people who follow an agenda of someone higher. So it don't matter what you want. And if you don't conform to us, you fuck out of here. So please, do your research. When you're hearing some charges out of this stuff, if you don't know what these things are, use a search engine called DuckDuckGo. Do not use Google. DuckDuckGo. DuckDuckGo. And then search the Genocide Convention or anything that you would like to search. I don't care what you're looking up. You can be looking up smack ass. You can be looking up instrumentals. You can be looking up the presidencies. You can look up anything. Do not search that shit on Google. Don't do it. Not Bing, not none of that shit. Use DuckDuckGo. But let me continue. We are now outside of those two documents here, those 2 pages of the document. We are at page 3 now. And we are at charge number 9. Social engineering of the human race with artificial intelligence. By the way, after I get finished reading these 26 charges, we're going to start the second extended music mix after the afternoon, just giving you that. I'll say charge number 9 again. It was social engineering of the human race with artificial intelligence. So you mean to tell me that some of the phones and the shits that we using is programming us and fucking us up? They engineering us for what? Programming us for what? But I digress. Charge 10. Biodigital social programming of the human race by use of their biometrics and artificial intelligence. So, let me get this straight. The biodigital social programming of us, the human race, by our own biometrics and artificial intelligence. So by us having our own phone and putting our finger codes and putting our eye scan and face scan to unlock and touching the shit, they using all that and saving it and clicking it and sending it and storing it and using it against us, programming us through what we already. 11. Brainwashing humanity with AI coding and algorithm biased. Again, brainwashing humanity with AI coding and algorithm bias. See, your biometrics is like fingerprints and retinal scans and voice and shit like that. 12. Cultural genocide by the misuse of artificial intelligence. 13. Breach of implied covenant of good faith and fair dealing. Charge 14. Defamation. Charge 15. Negligent infliction of emotional distress. That sticks out to me. As you recall, I said when I was younger, I used to see shit. Something stuck out to me with some of them TV programs, some of the shit they said, some of the intros, some of the words in the songs. A lot of shit stuck out to me. And then you fast forward till now. Several years back, Bill Gates was talking about some fucking vaccine that they were going to need to create because we're going to have some type of crazy virus that's going to attack us in years in the future, this, that, and the third. He talked about this shit like a TED Talks several years ago. Years ago. And then everybody was jumping on the bandwagon, whether it was Pfizer, GlaxoSmithKline. They all just, oh, we got to make this disease, we got to make this vaccine. Y'all got to get it. Come on, you got to get it. Come on, it's going to be crazy out here. Y'all going to have to get this thing. The news coming on, it's crazy. The pandemic, millions of people dying. Everybody catching this shit. Come on, it's not fake. No, it's not fake. It's man-made. There's a difference. The CDC stores these fucking viruses. How the fuck is Corona/COVID patented? Do you know anything about patenting? For something to be patented? A natural occurrence or a natural resource cannot be patented. Something that just happens cannot be patented. Something man-made that you put together can be patented. Now, some of you may have been distracted and fooled by some of these stupid, ignorant rap artists who said, when this shit first popped off, this shit being the COVID shit, oh man, y'all niggas out here eating bats, and that's how we got this shit? No, that was called a distraction. But it was also a little bit of truth in plain sight because the bat is frenetic with this disease for some scientists in Wuhan University decide to try to play God of War and splice bat DNA with snake DNA. Why? For what purpose? Never been explained. Nobody knows. But that's what the fuck they did. Or at least that's how they explained it. And that's where COVID came from. Accidentally, when they were trying to splice bat DNA with snake DNA. Why the fuck was y'all doing that anyway? Who told y'all to go out here and start acting like y'all God and creating shit? Trying to create species and y'all been doing this shit since like the Cold War though, like trying to splice human beings with animal DNA and shit like that. And now I'm talking about our history, but that shit been going on since like the Celtic gladiatorial times. Do you read your Bibles and Qurans about centaurs and half horsemen and shit like that? What the fuck you think that was? And then these people get on the news and say, man, it's going to be so crazy. You got everybody out here going shopping, knocking people over for fucking hand sanitizers, smacking old ladies with shopping carts for their fucking food and all that. What the fuck? The infliction of emotional distress. Charge 16. Negligent creation of nefarious AI technology. Oh man. Charge 17. Masking genocide with AI technology. Charge 18. Fraud and intentional deceit. Fraud and intentional deceit. Think back. And if you don't want to think back, when this show is over, you can watch it on Twitch. Plus, I'm going to upload and export it to my YouTube page. Or you can listen to it on any of the Spotify or Apple Podcast pages via my anchor.fm/AFG radio link. And you can go back and listen to when I first started talking about this. Fraud and intentional deceit. Who are the people that are charged in this subpoena? Who are the defendants? If you can remember the defendants, fraud and intentional deceit. I'll continue. Charge 19, negligent misrepresentation. Charge 20, religious discrimination. 21, failure to engage in interactive process. Charge 22, the AI censorship and banning of the book quote, AI, Trump, China, and the weaponization of robotics with 5G, end quote, and masking the book, quote, Artificial Intelligence, Dangers to Humanity, end quote, with use of artificial intelligence. So, these two books put together, written, and put out by Cyrus A. Parson, the AI organization, warning us about Trump, China, 5G, robotics. I've been telling y'all about 5G shit before any 5G phone was ever able to have 5G. And people called me crazy and asked me where I got my research from. You can do your own research. Why the fuck would I tell you? I'm not trying to get nobody hurt. I'm running my mouth. I'm reading real documents. So if something's going to happen to somebody, it's going to happen to me. Why the fuck would I tell you where I got my shit from? Dummy. But anyway, those individual books dive deep into the history of not only the current state of affairs, but our world's history since this shit started in China all the way back in the early fucking 1900s. I'm going to walk through that timeline of organ harvesting, by the way. Also letting us know how all this technology is a danger to us. How many of us would still be frequenting this shit as much as we do if we would have had access to the stuff that warned us about this shit way before it came? I'm going to tell you who. The people who process information and then deny it and keep living the way they live it. Those who practice something called cognitive dissonance. Those who would have been cool with it. And that's not a very many. That's why they put so much effort into their celebrity endorsements, their commercials saying, get this phone, get this app, whether it's TikTok, Facebook, whatever. That's why they push it out there so much. And they do it with a whole bunch of people that y'all know and love and care about, so y'all can start doing it. And look, everybody and their mom got TikTok. Everybody and their mom got all these new joints. I ain't got TikTok. I ain't do one yet. I'm not a featured artist on nobody's shit. I ain't got nope. I don't even got, I've never had that shit. I'm not going to get it. You ain't supposed to join into everything. But I digress. Charge 23. AI algorithmic misuse and AI algorithmic biometric manipulation. So they are misusing our biometric shit against us and manipulating us through the use of such. Charge 24, breach of privacy. Duh. Earlier in the program, I spoke to Eric Snowden and him being the whistleblower about our own government spying on us and shit like that. 25, violation of the Nuremberg Code. Now, this is very interesting. I told you to do research, right? And I spoke a little bit about the Cold War and how they was doing experiments and stuff like that. Well, the Nuremberg laws, aka the Nuremberg Code, were pretty much a code of ethics. We were supposed to kill off all the Germans, not bring them the fuck back over to the United States and utilize the shit that they knew as scientists and things like that. They work in NASA. They started the MK Ultra mind control shit over here and all that, right? Well, we brought some of these scientists back that was doing that gene splicing and trying to do crazy experiments with human beings. You ever see that movie Overlord, where all the niggas in the military, you thought it was a military movie, and then later on you see niggas getting jacked up with some type of chemical and then they zombified shit? That was kind of like truth in plain sight type shit. But that's what they was doing. So we brought one of them scientists over here. And when we seen some of the experiments they was doing, we being the United States, when we seen some of the shit they was doing over there to people, we created Nuremberg laws to not go so far, a code of ethics to not do certain shit to the human body. If you don't know what that is, again, please do your own research. And the final charge, 26, creating an artificial intelligence system that can recognize and decode if humans are resistant to artificial intelligence. Now, you ain't gonna have to scan me. I'm telling you, I'm resistant against it. You ain't got to scan me with your new scanner and shit. He does not comply. Yeah, I'm not gonna comply. You're gonna kill me off. I already know it. But at the end of the day, my soul is in the hands of the Lord, the person who gave me this shell called the human body to be in the first place. That being said, I'm not afraid of that. That's why I'm doing this right now and have been doing it this entire season. Every Tuesday for Technical Takedown Tuesday. I'm going to read 26 again. Because that one right there is like a punch in the face. That's the most damaging one. Creating an artificial intelligence system that can decode, recognize if humans are resistant to artificial intelligence. So they creating some T2 robot ass niggas out here. They got some Terminator ass motherfuckers about to come out this joint, huh? I'm going to go through the case facts and the case summary and break down those things. I'm also going to take you through the human and organ trafficking timeline from China and around the world throughout this program. It's Radio AFG Live. A Tactical Takedown Tuesday vibe is what we on. We're about to start the second extended music mix, but just to let you know one more again, we do this each and every Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time until 5. It's the independent platform for independent artists and entrepreneurs, Radio AFG Live. And if you guys got music you want spun during the show, you want to be interviewed, whether live here at Radio AFG, or if you got to do it over the phone because you can't be in Philly, whatever the situation may be. If you got tracks you want on the show, you want to be a part of Street Heat Volume 4, all you got to do is send your inquiries and MP3s through to the 5deucegun@gmail.com. That's DA, the number 5, DUECEGUN@gmail.com, and we will rock it out for you. If you are trying to submit a track for Street Heat Volume 4, please make sure in the subject header or in the body of work for that actual email, when you send the track, put in SH4 or Street Heat 4 submission, so I know you're not just sending a track to be played on the show, you're sending to be on the mixtape. That being said, it's the independent platform for independent artists and entrepreneurs, Radio AFG Live. You already know. We got to give it up for the show. Let's do it, man. I thank y'all for rocking out with me on this Tactical Takedown Tuesday. And we about to jump into the second extended music mix going down to Georgia, hollering at the homeboy Bryson. The track is entitled Treat Me Like a Holiday. It's Radio AFG Live, Tactical Takedown Tuesday vibe, y'all. Let's go! Slide up to North Philly real quick. Holla at my homeboy, former University City High School 2-on-2 basketball partner. We locked it down. It's my nigga Danny Cash, man. Produced by Greedy Money. The track is entitled Fuck You Up. Straight away from live, man. Let up.
That's it, right?
you know who got it. Pull up on him looking like I went black. That's a motherfucker where his bitch at. Bit years and I got this to get back. And when I get it, I ain't give a nigga shit back. Nah, fuck it look like. Been one of them times I'ma drive you tonight. Plotting no dollars in there that I got. I do something you're talking to fuck up your night. Covering always the gap with the boys. Some stuff up before that was double the price. If she like to pick on the gram, I'm another and tell her to bust it on Skype. Please do not step out of line to the check of my slum and he cutting no sight. The funny said, God till I'm say like a one every day, but I check every night. Put it on my own. Fuck you know about it. New nigga on the throne. Yeah, what the fuck you know about it? Yeah, money boy, they was, huh? What the fuck you know about it? You know about it? Hell, what they done? Yeah, nigga, what the fuck you know about it? What the fuck is y'all talking about? If it ain't about any money, I'm out. All of these niggas, all of these feelings. I just threw all of these hoes in the couch. I am the best and I'm betting that house. Chasing the mills, you still on the couch. Still in the drought. This is only she tell me come over, I chill in her mouth. That you know nothing about. This shit is crazy, my nigga. When I listen to my name, I jumped in this skin and they pay me, my nigga. When you're my mom, I go hard with this girl. Can't be lazy, my nigga. You didn't hit all of this time when you broke. Now I know why you hate me, my nigga. Over the shop, leave my new home at the top. Still on the road through the block. Roll up the pop, then you know home is a box. No respect shown to an op. Look at you was fraud. Now I got home by the flock. That's when you know that you hot. Holding your chest, that's the blood holding your sock. That's when you know that you shot. Let's get it. Put it on my own. Fuck you know about it. New nigga on the throne. Yeah, what the fuck you know about it? Yeah, money boy, they was, huh? What the fuck you know about it? Yeah, got what they done. Yeah, nigga, what the fuck you know about it? Niggas gon' pay what I'm worth. Y'all nigga came from the dirt. I did it so first. Look how the stain on my shirt. Dog, I just prayed and I work. I'm just so cold. I got a fame every verse for my niggas that late in that church. What never do? Before y'all late on the first, I just left with that thing with you jerks. Look at me. You're my way up and I run the whole hole with me. Y'all just be asking what's good with me. Cops be scheming, they dreaming about whooping me. My location is shacks on this game, I'm a bad, I am not what these rookies be. I say on my job, get praise on my guy, he had them overlooked and he had them refuted in fire. Now my suppliers, niggas get lighter and lighter. I need the group when I'm riding. I think the rule is a do it in the slot and looking like who would you do that y'all hyping? Winning that's with or without them. This sucker, we out them, nigga, let's get it. Put it on my own, fuck you know about it. New nigga on the throne, yeah, what the fuck you know about it? Yeah, money boy, they was, huh? What the fuck you know about it? Got a lot of what they done, yeah, nigga, what the fuck you know about it? Put it on my own, fuck you know about it? New nigga on the throne, yeah, what the fuck you know about it? Yeah, money boy, they was, huh? What the fuck you know about it? Got a lot of what they done, yeah, nigga, what the fuck you know about it?
Danny Cash, greedy money, fuck you know. Really stand up, man. Off that ready, set, grind too. Hosted by the homeboy, Drake, make sure you dig. Hey. Yeah, we be showing love, man. We be showing that love, man. That thing called love, man. I mean, we do. All right, don't be getting mad because your boy be doing what he said he was gonna do. A lot of motherfuckers be saying they gonna do something and then they don't do it. Or they say do something and then when you do it, they inbox you and say, you gotta send this or you gotta do that. No, you don't. Not with me, you don't. You want your motherfucking songs played on radio, AFG Live, Monday through Friday. All you gotta do is send your MP3s through to the 5dudesgun@gmail.com. That's DA, the number 5, DUECEGUN@gmail.com. We lock it down for you right here on the independent platform of independent artists and entrepreneurs, Radio AFG Live, man. You good, son? You all right over there? All right, man. Gotta give you a little COVID love, you know what I'm saying? I'll give you a little COVID love, that's all. Just give him a little tappity-rappity. He's all right. He's gonna be all right. You're gonna be all right. We're gonna keep this shit moving, man. Locking it down for smart hip-hop. We already locking it down with smart hip-hop entertainment. The Homeboy is locked, featuring Talib Kweli. The track is entitled Run America. It's Radio AFG Live, Tactical Takedown Tuesday vibes, man. Let's rock.
A powerful mind bring powerful actions. Gotta believe. I'm so close to the top with no plans of landing. Trying to be outstanding. Supply is demanding. Greatness for the whole planet, but we don't need your plans.
Selection of today.
We're gonna be great. Guess what? We run run America. Said we run America. We run America. We run America. We run America.
Run America like a corporation off of the plantation, or like a doctor the way I practice patience. Yeah. See you on your knees, hoping they don't forsake us. This generation, they gotta go to war just to be born the greatest. Word. So when they tell you it's in God's hands, then me and yours too. So go on and show them where God stands. They say God is laughing at our plans, but whether you believe in that or not, stay on your job, man. The confused who try to divide us. Sometimes like the music, the only thing that unites us and provide us with perspective to help us to understand. We need compassion instead of a helping hand to a fellow man. Oh, stop sleeping. You got dreams you gotta live out. We never figure it out until you get up and get out. Keep going, don't ever stop. You got something, get it. I ain't a politician, so I'm not running.
I'm so close to the top with no plans of landing. Trying to be outstanding, supply and demanding. Greatness for the whole planet, but we don't need your hands.
Well, listen up today.
We're gonna be.
You gotta listen to here.
Guess what? We run America. Said we run America. We run America. We run America.
He can take it all. Vision of a falcon, he focus. They trying to take a loss, trying to creep ahead of the Chiefs. Not at any cost, just to get them something to keep that they consider yours. Sharp mental, and even as a pump, old heads figure he could be the one that dodge channels. Early understanding of your basic fundamentals can separate a boss from the fronters and the rental. Yeah, the picture painted is gentle. A thug with a book is too powerful of a symbol, and everything's done to prevent him from getting into the strong game, so they promoting street credentials. In the power game, what you consume is vital. Mainstream audio port got no rival. Pay more attention. Whoever struggling by the third grade is counted as more cattle for prison. Parts of the old regimes disappearing. You fried in the streets so you can hear them. Powers in the knowledge we don't even get the credit for. Children are the future, the youth run America.
I'm so close to the top with no plans of landing. Trying to be outstanding, supply and demanding. Greatness for the whole planet, but we don't need your hands.
Well, listen up today.
We're gonna be.
You gotta listen to here.
Guess what? We run America. Said we run America. We run America. We run America.
Everybody here is going to keep on fighting to make sure that all of us have the opportunity to make their lives better. Today is just the beginning. We're going to keep at this for you.
Represent
The young
smart
people
hip-hop.
for your generation.
Point America.
Thank you. God bless you.
Radio
God bless you. God bless you all.
You already, man. You already. And we gonna slide over to Jersey real quick to let the homegirl Killer Kells let you know she grind hard. It's Radio AFG Live. Let's go.
Killer Kells, DJ Sober, Mr. Street Sickness, South Jersey, 856. We from Vineland, Crime Land, aka the land of crime. Yeah, represent for my city, highlighted on the map, so anybody and everybody knows where it's at. Even though some of its occupants may wanna act like they don't really hear my voice, or they don't wanna have my back. Once my hard work pays off, then they'll all give a crap. Like we go way back, or grew up on the same block. It's all good, only hustle, you just working with what you got. That is something I won't knock. I respect the grind, just don't try to step on my toes. I'm on a mission to get mine. Spit lines of that raw, they keep coming back. They addicts for this good music and they all wanna relax. If these haters go some tax, I'm hunting you down, cause I go all over the region, putting on for my town. I be shutting down the set. These whack MCs, they only popping on the net. What? They only popping on the net. Give credit where it's due, but if you don't bang with me, I don't bang with you. Give credit where it's due, but if you don't bang with me, I don't bang with you. Give credit where it's due, but if you don't bang with me, I don't bang with you. Give credit where it's due, but if you don't bang with me, I don't bang with you. My network got a net worth, the killer flow connect. I ain't talking about pay you off when I say I put you in check. Don't come at my neck, cause I was brought up around the best. And you not bulletproof, even if you got a vest. Gotta come back, say it with your chest. And remember, if you're coming at all, it better be correct, or you won't even be addressed. And if you utter my name lame, it better be direct. Yeah, I said direct, directly to my face. They screaming at the cops, but they rolling with the jakes. I be seeing through the fake, so they feeling salty now. Hating on my music, cause I'm fluent with the fluid, and they just watered down. How you like me now? Hold up, I could care less. Keep the drama in your cops, I might show up on your footsteps. I don't front, I don't need to. Just know I see it when I see it. Yeah, I see it when I see it. Give credit where it's due, but if you don't bang with me, I don't bang with you. Give credit where it's due, but if you don't bang with me, I don't bang with you. Give credit where it's due, but if you don't bang with me, I don't bang with you. Give credit where it's due, but if you don't bang with me, I don't bang with you. They mad cause they can't do what I do. And we got the same flip, but I'm bringing it back times two. I got focus, I focus, appreciated all the support. This is just a token of my esteem. For the ones who believe in me, I kept it mean. Aggressive with my message, a testament to my team. Since day one, I've been chasing this dream to turn it into reality. It hasn't been on peaches and cream. They smile in your face, then they kick in your back. They spread rumors fictitiously without knowing the fact. They say they support you and they see you working hard, but the only time to show love is when you're out at the bar. Homie, it's not hard, it's certainly simple to catch a drift. You get the gist. Once I treated them like they treated me, they was sick.
South Jersey Zone. Lady Killer Kells knocking it down for y'all here at Radio AFG Live, man. Now I'm gonna put on one of those upcoming off that Office Wig Volume 6 chips right there. It's the Matrimony Freestyle featuring Usher on the hook. Y'all get it? Rock out with the
question of my heart.
Spell the greatest, baby.
AFG. Don't belong to anyone.
Nobody else.
You
should know that, baby.
If that's a question of my love.
Let me get right. Don't like my shit up.
Baby, don't worry, I got plans.
We're looking at right now. You ready?
Yeah. Baby, I've been making plans.
You should know that. I'm just saying. I don't play games no more. Well, I know I'm PS4 though. Come on.
Baby, I've been making plans.
You gotta get my mind right. I'm talking to a woman here. But I ain't like this. I just decide. Look, meaning you know what you mean to me. Like in the morning, a text or a meme to me. Brother for DM, more than text on my fucking screen. Phone being smart, smartphones ain't deceiving me. No, I love the way you really make me feel. Contemplating about our business and the day we chill. Cooking something, probably go and hit another beach. Take a shop in the woods, after that go with a Jeep. Roll up, roll something while I cook the meal. I can wash the dishes, put your feet up, baby, you just chill. Conversations off for hours. Now I contemplate holding your body in the shower. You ain't got to worry about the fans double clicking bitches just because they don't understand. Nah. See, I'm a man, not a nigga. If I'm busting, that's to understand my heart, not the trigger. It's all for you, but you want for me too, right? So what we doing? We be doing it for two, like you pregnant, but you not. You doing it for who? Me and you. And my plan is to make you my boo, right? Got it, mommy.
Don't belong to anyone.
Nobody else. I don't play games no more.
That's a question of my love.
Like a womanizer way back in my early 20s.
Baby, don't worry, I got plans.
I learned to walk on my way up.
Yeah, baby, I've been making plans.
So these plans I'm making right now.
Baby, I've been making plans.
And on and on. Keep going.
Baby, I've been making plans.
Come on.
Baby, I've been making plans.
Talk to that, right? That shit ain't no drop, but I ain't right. I just recite this. For the reason that I'm loving what I'm feeling. Every time I see your picture on the gram or the ceiling, I probably see you smile for a minute. Not too many selfies, but dropping knowledge on these niggas, huh? I'm thinking about what you mean, and how you treating me, and how we seem to be connected, respected, matured on the shit, respecting the fact that we expect tell stories to you. Let you feel what I'm feeling in the same. Up my brain go insane. You just feel a little flame. Just a little. It's all cool cause I give a little pain. But the pleasure is impeccable. Don't make you go insane. Go insane. So all you gotta do is take the trip. I got the rope. It's all she go. Here go the ring. Now we your wrist. At next, baby, we doing this for us. People hating, the obstacles will be much. But don't worry, I know how to jump and flip. And I got you. Cause the plan to make you unshake. That's it. Got it, ma. Don't belong to anyone but you. If they feel a question of my love, you got it. Baby, don't worry, I got plans for you. Baby, I've been making plans. Oh, baby, I've been making plans. Oh, sure, we got Haak and that matrimony freestyle featuring the Homeboy Cassie. Yeah, made a little plan and shit. Still a single man, but I'm just saying, I kill tracks. I don't even be playing around with those. I go right up on in that. I just go right up on in that. I don't even know why y'all upset. I just go right up on in that. That's how we do it, man. I said that's how we do with it. That's how we do with it. But now we're going to slide over to that young boy, Iron Mike, rocking out on that Organic the Mixtape album, which yours truly produced the entire album myself. And we're going to slow it up and roll it up and give it to the ladies. Now, which one would that be? Oh, y'all know which one y'all be liking and stuff like that because, like, we had to do a little test and shit like that, find out. But this is for the ladies, man. It's called Lose Control, produced by yours truly. It's the 5 Deuce Gun, Iron Mike, Nigga Rail on the hook with your boy singing it. Let's get it poppin'.
Your moment, but it's not the only thing I share. Cause I've been doing invested for many a day. While the drinks of joy, I talk over your vibe and advise your positive state of mind. Somebody paying now, cause I see the work I see. Just convincing red carpet works a scene. My verse and beat serves as inspiration. I'm a gentleman that can know you personally. In dead on the midnights, recognize when we step in here. They stare, but it's no hate. Stare through your eyes and your soul through your shades. You got me on my crochet, chocolate crochet. Queen Nicki Minaj, kinda like a rose. Jose plays the guitar while we romance under the stars.
It's just all that I'm having on that sweet honey. You make me lose control. You make me get up away. Every night goes astray, but you chose me today to play a title role. When you move your body, it's just all that I'm having on that sweet honey. You make me lose control. Make me get up away. Every night goes astray, but you chose me today to play a title role.
As I sit back and roll up my weed, my cell phone jacks vibrating my knees. Starts to feel it, I look down and yes indeed, that's pharmacy the same. Yo, King, I'm in the street, head in the car, double ball by the CC pistol. Hop in the wheel, then I'm in the driver's sizzle. She is on the passenger side on the pistol. Hit the spot, start to dance for a little. Get a beer, she can get a drink, doing whatever you want, baby, whatever you think, be it whatever I want. All to my reach, to the beat, keep it moving. I see what you doing. Move your body, I like the way you did that. Give me your break, it ain't waiting for a Kit Kat. But give it there, mommy, if you come. Kitty cat, it's the serving, I'm working.
Move your body, it's just all that I'm having on that sweet honey. You make me lose control. Make me get up away. Every night goes astray, but you chose me today to play a title role. When you move your body, it's just all that I'm having on that sweet honey. You make me lose control. Make me get up away. Every night goes astray, but you chose me today to play a title role.
Be there, blue smirk that. Wifey type perfect, loves her
Iron Mike. My nigga Ram. Lose control. It's Radio AFG Live, man. Takedown Tuesday, but try to take us down from the inside out. They are. They are. Hey. They trying to take us out from the inside out, man. They were just trying to do it. They was trying to do it. I wouldn't let them, but they were trying to do it. They was. We gonna keep the music moving, man. Rocking out on these motherfuckers for a little thing like that. Gotta holler at my homeboy, representing Team Body Count. It's my homeboy, Body Count Fear. The track is the title, My Style. It's Radio AFG Live. Let's go.
I'm back. Nah, really, I'm back, nigga. And y'all hate. I said they hating on my style. Been hating for a while. I've been patient for a while. I'm going for the win. I'm through with all the friends. I'ma do it to the end. I'm looking at them, staring at them like, why the fuck niggas rap like that? I be looking at them, staring at them like, why the fuck niggas rap like that? I be looking at them, staring at them like, why the fuck niggas act like that? Why the fuck niggas act like that? Why the fuck niggas try like that? I don't never lie, and that's word to my niece, right? A couple niggas deceased, man, that's word to my piece. A couple niggas want me dead, and that's word to my street. I miss my fucking cousin Tone, and that's word to my pieces. I miss my fucking cousin Spade, you know he a beast. And then his little brother just got thrown in the streets. Don't never rat on your folk if you know that's your piece. Don't quarterback no information and so the police. I'm still out here on my own, nigga. I still rap. I'm still schooling all y'all grown niggas, man. Y'all be out here talking about the throne, nigga. I just be thinking about the checks I done thrown niggas with no get back. I pop up where your chick at. If she bad, I get a T-bag. No live back, so pop up where you live at. Exactly where them kids at. I need that or get them freeze tag. No hit backs. I said they hating on my style. They hating for a while. I've been patient for a while. I'm going for the win. I'm through with all the friends. I'ma do it to the end. I'm looking at them, staring at them like, why the fuck niggas rap like that? I be looking at them, staring at them like, why the fuck niggas rap like that? I be looking at them, staring at them like, why the fuck niggas rap like that? Why the fuck niggas rap like that? Why the fuck niggas rap like that? I'm the cameraman with the hammer, man. I shoot these dudes that others. Got bullets with your name on them. You pre-approved for this credit. I've been hot for DVD. Dropping shit like CB3. These niggas like CB4. Some new shit I ain't seen before. And y'all got women ways. Yeah, I think y'all niggas gay. Go behind my back and try to tell chicks my lemonade. I used to walk around these streets like where the trouble at. And probably watch your brain splash from a double tap. Kill you and I kill her ass again. It's a double tap. All you hear is pop, then pop. That's bubble wrap. You wasn't out here in the street trying to double that. I put this hammer in your mouth and make you mumble rap. I said they hating on my style. They hating for a while. I've been patient for a while. I'm going for the win. I'm through with all the friends. I'ma do it to the end. I'm looking at them, staring at them like, why the fuck niggas rap like that? I be looking at them, staring at them like, why the fuck niggas rap like that? I be looking at them, staring at them like, why the fuck niggas act like that? Why the fuck niggas act like that? Why the fuck niggas act like that?
BC Fear, also known as Body Count Fear. My style. Radio AFG Live, man. You know. Two more tracks to go right here in a second. Extended music mix before I come back in, rocking out with y'all, giving you more information on that document easily. You dig? Just a little bit, mama. But we going now go to the club, holla at the last Boy Scout, also known as, what y'all call him? Rampage. Known for the Flip Mode Squad. He sent this track through to me. I fucks with the boy. We follow each other on Twitter. Hit him up at The Real Rampage. The track is the title, Pound Cake. It's Radio AFG Live, man. Let's go.
Turn around, let me see that pound cake. I said it. Let me see that pound cake. Turn around, boo. Let me see that pound cake. I said it. Let me see that pound cake. Turn around. around, shorty, let me see that pound cake. I said it. Let me see that pound cake. Turn around, love, let me see that pound cake. I said it. Let me see that pound cake. You looking sexy with that slut walk. You ain't really gotta talk. Damn, you hopping on this swoop. Nigga dude wanna get in between. Damn, donkey look spacious. You thick in all the right places. You ain't even gotta get your weight up. Put a bottle on your ass, straight up. You so bad you don't need no introduction. Getting money, how you function? Sliding down the pole, you got it jumping. Getting 20 racks, it's nothing. Carolina chick, it's with stuffing. You got an attitude, I don't crush it. Got them D-boys, how they rushing. You hot to death, no discussion. Turn around, ma, let me see that pound cake. I said it. Let me see that pound cake. Turn around, boo, let me see that pound cake. I said it. Let me see that pound cake. Turn around, shorty, let me see that pound cake. I said it. Let me see that pound cake. Turn around, love, let me see that pound cake. I said it. Let me see that pound cake. Okay, ma, you make my neck hurt. The way you got it poking in that t-shirt. Straight stunting magazine, I did my research. Shake with your mama gave ya. The way you work the room, love is nature. Using a dog entertainer. The way you work your frame, you got a trainer. Vacation in Jamaica. All you got is just getting paper. You got security, that's danger. Love, you got a bubble banger. I see you shorty cut like a razor. That's why you pack a taser. I see your booty popping in Malaysia. I'ma scoop you up, I'ma save ya. I see that pound cake is the flavor. Turn around, ma, let me see that pound cake. I said it. Let me see that pound cake. Turn around, boo, let me see that pound cake. I said it. Let me see that pound cake. Turn around, shorty, let me see that pound cake. I said it. Let me see that pound cake. Turn around, love, let me see that pound cake. I said it. Let me see that pound cake.
Now we gonna holler at the homegirl, rocking out the Philly. It's Rocky the Rhyme Slayer. The track is the title, Wish You Would. It's Radio AFG Live, Technical People. Let's go.
I wish a fucking bitch would. I'm at it again. Fucking nigga bitch would. I said, I wish a nigga would. Matter of fact, I wish a nigga bitch would. Nigga bitch. It's Rocky the motherfucking Rhyme Slayer. Let's get it. I said, I wish a nigga would. What she say? I said, I wish a nigga would. Make a nigga disappear, end up in the woods. Get the digging with a shovel, let him know I'm not the one. I said, I wish a nigga would. She say? I said, I wish a nigga would. Make a nigga disappear, end up in the woods. Get the digging with a shovel, let him know I'm not the one. Fuck him, don't need him, don't trust him. Fuck them, duck them, treat them like the others. They really think they know me, but they don't, they just bluff. Microwave your waves, your top like it stuffs. On the edge like tips, them ruffles. Ready to spaz, ready to rumble, ready to take you down, take you under. And I'm plotting them scheming, making them wonder. I'm way different from the others. Never get it confused, you fucking with a monster. Heavyweight top, open up like a lobster. Rain on your parade in the skies like the mufflers. Light a nigga up, light him up like an oven. Burn without recognition, never be discovered. Never scared, never running right. Here, come and get us. Send a nigga to the spittle, be the next nigga. I said, I wish a bitch would. What you say? I said, I wish a bitch would. Make a bitch disappear, end up in the woods. Get the digging with the shovel, let her know I'm not the one. I said, I wish a bitch would. What you say? I said, I wish a bitch would. Make a bitch disappear, end up in the woods. Get the digging with the shovel, let her know I'm not the one. School these bitches, take these bitches back to school. Bad attitude, stubborn like Mr. Scrooge. Watching you go ahead, go and make you move. So I can detonate, terminate the fuse. And show you bitches how the fuck I really move. Get the bustin' on you bitches like the energy. I'm cocky, I'm arrogant, and I'm rude. Never, ever in a good mood. Come for me, bitches, I'ma come for you. This rap shit I live, it ain't nothing new. A veteran and champ, I ain't never lose. Better check my status, this is what I do. I'm a savage, uncivilized, make moves, strategize. I never apologize. Ballin' unfiltered, be my wild side. Cold-hearted, no feeling, straight numb inside. I said I wish a nigga would. What she say? I said I wish a nigga would. Make a nigga disappear, end up in the woods. Get the digging with the shovel, let him know I'm not the one. I said I wish a nigga would. What she say? I said I wish a nigga would. Make a nigga disappear, end up in the woods. Get the digging with the shovel, let him know I'm not the one. 1 to the 2 to the 3 to the 4. Ready for whatever, yeah, I'm ready for war. Furnace is drawn, all my cock vessels is on. Ready to dump and lay bitches out on the floors. I'm fed up, I really can't take it no more. So guess what? I'ma put an end to this noise. Get fucked up, slugs hitting ribs and guts. Open you up, the paramedics picking you up. Straight to the morgue, rigor mortis. Want these bras, stay enormous. So I grabbed that heater, crept up on her. Now family grieving, family mourning. She done made the front page, got her own little store. But should have did a research and checked the sources. Rather listen to her friends. Now she gone and straight to ride if I had to. Spray like oil. Get rid of the pets. I love the torture. Don't fuck with the broad. I gave them warnings, but they still wanna test me and test the wall with us. Shit got messy, her ass is gone. If she only would've listened, she be here right now. Instead, she's sleeping underground right now, no doubt. Don't give a fuck about jail, fuck herself. The fuck you talking out their mouth. I said I wish a bitch would. What you say? I said I wish a bitch would. Make a bitch disappear, end up in the woods. Get a digging with the shovel, let her know I'm not the one. I said I wish a bitch would. What you say? I said I wish a bitch would. Make a bitch disappear, end up in the woods. Get a digging with the shovel, let her know I'm not the one. No.
I am the Empress, Shari Dubois, aka Shari Ferrari, and right now I'm tuned in to Radio AFG Live, the #1 independent platform for independent artists and entrepreneurs. You already know. Okay.
Indeed. You already know, man. You already know that. Welcome back into the broadcast, ladies and gentlemen. It's Radio AFG Live, the independent platform for independent artists and entrepreneurs, right here on this Technical Takedown Tuesday broadcast. Shout out to everybody listening on Anchor.fm. I greatly appreciate y'all. Everybody watching on Twitch, people that's going to be watching the rebroadcast on YouTube. Thank you very much. Subscribers, new viewers, and everybody like that. Greatly appreciate y'all. Thank you very much. Give it up for all again. Please do that. Thank you very much. We're going to get back into reading that document here. Giving it to you like Craig Max flavor in your ear. I just, again, that shit be having me on some other shit. I be pissed off. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Alright, so, just to jump back into the case summary real fast to give you a synopsis of all those 26 charges that I read off earlier in the program. They're going to give you these case summary facts as it goes. For endangering humanity with the misuse of artificial intelligence, complicity in genocide, and aiding in physical genocide inside of China and United States by transferring AI technology, engaging in cultural genocide of humanity, and controlling and programming the human race by social engineering via AI coding and AI algorithmic biometric manipulation. Endangering and threatening all of the world's citizens and humanity by misusing and weaponizing artificial intelligence, quantum computing, robotics, 5G, machines, smartphones, smart homes, smart cities, IoTs, holograms, mixed reality, nanotechnology, cloning, gene editing, cybernetics, bioengineering, and the creation of a digital AI brain linked to Google search engine with the use and extraction of humanity's biometrics data, their digital biometric codes, including their facial, voice, health, organ, neural network, and body recognition technology, thus controlling humanity's thoughts, actions, biology, biometrics, brain neural pathways, the human body's neural networks that reprograms all human beings through social engineering and biodigital social programming, without their consent, knowledge, understanding, or free will. Extracting humanity's digital footprints in breach of the Nuremberg laws, FTC Act, in parentheses, 15 U.S. Code 4158, and endangering in irresponsible and unsafe research and development of artificial general intelligence or artificial superintelligence that could enslave or kill off humanity or give their power to the defendants to enslave humanity in numerous ways on the 5G and other developing networks. They have been having negligent complicity in persecution and genocide of millions in China per Articles 1, 2, 3, and 4 of the Genocide Convention and 18 of United States Constitutional Act 1091. 1091 is genocide not limited to democracy activists, Falun Dafa practitioners, Christians, Uyghurs, Tibetans, journalists, judges, lawyers, and academics inside of China. Transferring and providing to China, China's government and its companies, knowledge, data, capabilities, and technologies to weaponize artificial intelligence, quantum computing, machines, robotics, 5G, biometrics, cybernetics, bioengineering, IoTs, computer vision, and human tracking technology, and technology that can give China access to artificial general intelligence or artificial superintelligence that endangers our world and all of humanity, including AI weaponry for assassination. In violation of Breach of Arms Controls and Disarmament Act, United States 2551, and Foreign Assistance Act of 1961, as amended, 22 U.S. Code 2151, 22 U.S. Code 2752. Coordination with Foreign Policy, 22 U.S. Code 2753. All of those codes that I'm giving you are things in our United States Constitution and laws. You can look those United States codes up. You will see what they are. Some of them are in the script here, and I'll read them as they come. Eligibility for defense services or defense articles, 22 U.S. Code 2754. Purposes for which military sales or leases by the United States are authorized. Report to Congress, Arms of Control and Disarmament Act of 1961. 22 U.S. Code 2551. The Atomic Energy Act of 1954. 42 U.S. Code 2011-2021, 2022-2286I, and 2696A-2297H-13. Providing to China and Chinese companies AI, health data, and biometric technology used for surveillance, tracking, hunting, quarantine, capture, arrest, torture, concentration camps, organ harvesting, and organ trafficking, that contributed to the death of Chinese citizens, world citizens, including Falun Dafa practitioners, Uyghurs, democracy activists, Christians, Tibetans, judicial representatives, professors, journalists, and minority groups, not limited to any gender, race, political affiliation, faith, or persons residing in China. Same violation of these facts are numbers 2 and 3. Our government has been providing to China's government, their corporations, and nefarious entities facial recognition, voice recognition, body detection, skeletal detection, vital organ recognition, emotional detection, skin and health biometric, and other AI technology that led to persecution, torture, organ harvesting, death, and cremation of human beings in China, not limited to the Uyghur, Falun Dafa Christian, Tibetan democracy activists, judges, attorneys, common citizens, and other minority groups, endangering the world by weaponizing China's AI capabilities that is to be laid on one belt, one road linking Asia, Middle East, Africa, and Europe, endangering all of humanity. Same violation of facts numbers 1, 2, and 3. Misrepresenting the world and endangering, deceiving the United States on Google's activities in China and their technology transfers that contributed to China's quantum AI advancements, surveillance, abuse, torture, concentration camps, and murder of its own citizens. Same violations of facts numbers 1, 2, and 3. Providing health, biometric, financial, and social network data of Americans and the world's citizenry that is in the hands of the Chinese government now, endangering the world and all the peoples on the 5G network. Creating an interconnected platform between Facebook, Google, Alphabet, all entities under Neuralink, and DeepMind that allows for a digital brain to connect to the internet, all digital and biometric networks, human bodies, machines, robotics, IoTs, augmented reality, virtual reality, mixed reality, holograms, and other technologies that can be used for surveillance to track, manipulate, control, social engineer, re-engineer, reprogram, brainwash, hunt, quarantine, threaten, arrest, commit cultural genocide, and kill human beings by machines. Biodigital AI, digital AI, and robotics connected to the 5G, 6G, and other networks and corporate command centers. Creating platforms that is on the verge of developing artificial general intelligence and the subsequent superintelligence that will be beyond the control of the human beings working at Neuralink, Alphabet, DeepMind, Google, Facebook, or governments. In violations of Articles 1, 2, 3, and 4 of the Genocide Convention for weaponizing China's artificial intelligence, facial, voice, and other biometric technology that were used on Chinese citizens, not to exclude genetic experimentation on human beings in Chinese concentration camps, including hybrid human experiments within the concentration camps. We spoke about this earlier, and when I talked a little bit about the bat and snake DNA being merged by these Wuhan University scientists, why are they doing it? There you go. Introducing, planning, promoting, and engaging in physical and cultural genocide to humanity by replacing their neural network operating systems with artificial intelligence and machines, merging humans with machines, with the interconnection of the internet, internal tech experimentations of defendants and consumer products provided and transferred by the defendants to the public directly and indirectly. So, in a nutshell, these phones they keep coming out with, the new G networks they keep coming out with and all that shit is being used against us and all the people around the world, especially in China, because China don't have these advancements in this technology like we thought they did. We're sending a lot of that shit over there because some of the most brilliant minds are over here doing all this shit, making all this American money. When it comes to merging human beings with technology, I want you guys to check out a movie called Transcendent starring Johnny Depp. Now, in a nutshell, Johnny Depp was sick of cancer or some illness that was killing him, and he tried to merge himself with technology to live forever like a god or whatever like that. Pay attention to that. That's foreshadowing. This document is not some fake deep water shit. It is a subpoena in a court of law filed December 16th of 2019. I have read the case number several times. This is a real document, a real subpoena. What I just read goes into everything that I just spoke of earlier and the movie reference I just made. Reprogramming and social engineering humanities through chemistry via AI algorithms in the internet, social media apps, smartphones, IoTs, computers, wearable devices, implanted technology like those chips y'all putting in yourselves, virtual reality, augmented reality, mixed reality, holograms, alternate reality. Not informing and explaining to humanity that their brain chemistry is altered by a replicating software as they engage with the defendant's products and services, nor that their thoughts and actions can be manipulated and controlled by smartphones, apps, and IoT in connection with the network platforms, technologies, and initiatives that Google, Alphabet, Facebook, Neuralink, DeepMind, and Tesla are providing and introducing to the public, in turn giving these tech giants complete control and influence over Americans and humanity. Weaponizing AI by utilizing humanity's biometric and social media data and misusing the technology by controlling the human race and its thoughts through the social engineering and bio-digital social programming by using people's biometric systems through Google and Facebook's ecosystems, coding, algorithm unfairness with the use of social media data, their emotions, weaponization of the internet, smartphones, IoTs, and computers, thus controlling humans' thoughts and humanity at a global scale against their free will and knowledge. Not informing the public that their dependency on smartphones is due to frequencies and artificial intelligence software emitting from the AI systems and devices that is connecting to the neural networks of humanities, creating a symbiotic process, making them a cyborg, dependent, reliant, controlled, and programmed by the products and services provided by Google, Facebook, Alphabet, DeepMind, Tesla, and Neuralink. In essence, putting the entire human race in a state of pet and owner relationship via their biometrics, biology, and digital selves, neural network, and operating systems. The owner being the artificial narrow intelligence, other AI forms provided by the defendant's companies, organizations, and personal initiatives within their companies and machine softwares operating inside the biometric systems of human beings. This is the type of shit that be getting me mad, so you gotta give me a minute, because I'm We on the internet all the time, and people trying to be social media influencers and get the most likes and do all this shit. And what I'm reading right now is saying it's not even you. You programmed to do this by using the shit that you do. Negligence in algorithm fairness that allows hate speech, misinformation, and slander to cast doubt on Google search engines against people's efforts to notify and inform the world's people that millions have been subject to organ trafficking, organ harvesting, concentration camps, torture, and abuse. Now, in a second here, let me go. I have to bring in my anchor folks. Welcome back to all my Anchor.fm listeners. Radio AFG Live Technical Takedown Tuesday, the best of show. And pretty much we were just reading through some of the case summary facts through the 26 charges you guys heard throughout the first part of the show. And we will continue as such. I'm going to go back and start at the top of 24th line where it was negligence in algorithm fairness that allows hate speech, misinformation, and slander to cast doubt on Google search engines against people's efforts to notify and inform the world's people that millions have been subject to organ trafficking, organ harvesting, concentration camps, torture, and abuse, and that the risk of artificial intelligence is multifaceted and enormous. Writing code and creating algorithms that have been and is currently engaging in cultural genocide, including introduction of cybernetics, robotics, and creating an ecosystem that allows for bestiality to exist, to be forefront on Google search engines, affecting societies and youth biometric systems after viewing the videos and articles via their smartphones and computers, influencing their thoughts through the biometric systems, paving the next generation to degenerate and accept this type of behavior with the introduction and experimentation of bioengineering and cybernetics. Now, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that they don't want us because we're older. We've been in the game, as they say, for a little while. The children are the ones they're going for. That's why it's always been said from these demonic individuals that the children are the future. They've been using these children to keep themselves looking Hollywood young by creating some type of chemical known as adrenochrome. But you all seen when all these controversies came out and everybody was booked up and hooked up and had bracelets around their ankles and couldn't go nowhere, they all looked like fucking zombies. And because they didn't have their stylists and them people that were giving them their shots of their adrenochrome. That's what that was about. Research and development conducted by Alphabet, Facebook, Google, DeepMind, Neuralink, and other ventures in Silicon Valley have created algorithms and coding that supports, promotes, and achieves brainwashing of humanity through social engineering and biodigital social programming that endangers the human race in its entirety via the interconnection of their platforms, social media, and technology distributed in physical and digital format to society. Writing code and having algorithms that influence liberals and conservatives to exponentially increase their hate for each other via their biometric systems and emotions while attached to smartphones, IoTs, apps, digital media, Google, Facebook, and other interconnected platforms, causing harm to the nation and the world, and endangering humanity at a geopolitical level with nation-state leaders undergoing social engineering and biodigital social programming and control by their platforms to ignore human rights atrocities in China and around the world stemming from the defendants' algorithm misuse and AI technologies. Implicating world leaders and their citizens to be charged under Articles 2, 3, and 4 of the Genocide Conventions. This includes Canadian Prime Minister, the majority of European leaders, and the leadership at the United Nations, the media, press, their reporters, and others who have and are still censoring awareness for human rights violations in China or working against it, writing code and algorithms that controls reporters, media, and the press's thoughts and actions beyond the normal manipulation they receive from special interest groups, producers, or friends who may manipulate them, other reporters, and their covered content, thus weaponizing the media for Google's development against the media's free will and knowledge. Negligence on Google and Facebook's algorithm unfairness caused liberals and conservatives to conflict and fight each other beyond the reasonable norm, affecting their thoughts and emotions via their biometric systems being controlled and enhanced by the artificial narrow intelligence systems inside the smartphones and the apps, partially formed by bias and hateful content that created division and undue hate among Americans and the people of the world. Division caused by misuse and negligence of algorithms in Facebook and Google hindered and delayed the U.S. administration's efforts to pursue China and pressure them in time to save more people from concentration camps, death, and cremation. In addition to national security, concentration, and concerns that impacts Americans and the world's citizenry, this is not limited to the Trump administration. Rather, it affected the Obama and Bush administrations as well. Google hurt America and China for 2 decades at a geopolitical level. Google is guilty of Articles 2, 3, and 4 of the Genocide Convention, in addition to complicity. Masking posts and articles by the AI organization meant to bring awareness to human rights atrocities in China on Facebook's platforms. Masking content created by Cyrus A. Parsa meant to save people from dangers pertaining to human rights violations interlinked with artificial intelligence. Banning the book, quote, AI Trump, China and the Weaponization of Robotics with 5G, end quote, for advertisement for masking posts of people working on behalf of the AI organization. Masking posts of, quote, artificial intelligence danger to humanity book, end quote, on Facebook's platforms and masking other posts from the AI organization written by Cyrus A. Parson. These posts related to China, Taiwan, Hong Kong, Iran, big tech, Google, 5G, robotics, drones, and biometric threats to the enslavement of humanity. Releasing the mask recently after coming under pressure and scrutiny. Hiring Chinese who committed espionage and attacked American companies, including the AI organization and Cyrus A. Parson, as well as his associates and victims of persecution. Writing code and sustaining algorithms that propagate an extreme amount of pornography, violent pornography, and insinuation of rape and prostitution that degenerates females, young girls, altering humanity's thoughts and family-based concepts of traditional health-based ethics via their biometric systems, hence contributing to rape, sex, and human trafficking and broken families. All the shit that we see on TV, all these different shows, all the music, all the way some of our famous celebrity female rappers and entertainers carry themselves. And all these little girls say all the words they say, periods and all this other shit. This is what that speaks to. And every day we don't care. We bury our fucking head in the sand and continue to practice cognitive dissonance. When is somebody else going to stand the fuck up? It sounds good when it's a hashtag for a political movement. But when it's time for somebody to actually put motherfucking feet to sand, ass to pavement, and do something about it, everybody sat the fuck down, didn't they? Developing code, algorithms, and ecosystems that reprogram a generation of people's biometric structure and brain chemistry to be biodigitally controlled by Google and every other tech industry with similar platforms that operate on varying types of artificial intelligence, including artificial narrow intelligence. Developing code, algorithms, and ecosystems that created a secondary digital brain inside the brains of AI scientists to be subservient, controlled, and programmed to create, sustain, promote, and grow Google, Alphabet's, Facebook's, and other tech giants' platforms. Elon Musk has also confirmed the AI organization's findings that humans can have a secondary digital brain formed via their neural network, so it's completely possible for it to happen, and they've been doing it, and Elon Musk confirmed it. Developing code, algorithms, and ecosystems that create a secondary digital brain inside the brains of the humans being controlled that can prevent the person from recognizing that they are being controlled and bypassing any biological resistance to AI control or human body's innate capability to resist the formation of a symbiotic and parasitic relationship with AI software and cybernetic hardware via their rational thinking structure in their brain. Not informing consumers that part of the defendant's goals for AGI, which is artificial general intelligence, and ASP, artificial superintelligence, has religious goals that can be dangerous to all of humanity, including attempts to retrieve or ask AGI about the inner workings of the quote-unquote simulation, end quote. What, when, how, and by whom the simulation was formed, and what is outside it. This shit sounds like the Matrix. Neuralink, Google, Alphabet, Facebook, Tesla, and DeepMind have not registered as a religious institution, yet they are engaging in religion under the umbrella of science. In fact, They have turned their companies into religious institutions with final aim goals identical to most religions. The defendant and their companies are attempting to treat their technological developments as God. I apologize, that just pissed me off, but I said this in the beginning. This will be time where shit just, I'll be reading and it gets to me. Taking all of humanity's biometrics, data, and connecting it to their quantum robotic and machine-based AI technology and upload their digital selves into other bodies, networks, or machines, mimicking the beliefs of a spirit or soul. In fact, Elon Musk stated in an interview that he wants to develop an AI to the point that it could, quote, give him the answers to the simulation, end quote. Elon Musk is agreeable to the risk that AGI or artificial superintelligence can go rogue, kill off humanity, or be hacked. Yet as smart as he is, he doesn't understand that the computing technology the AGI and ASI would have would not go beyond the level of atoms to observe more microscopic particles at its plane. Hence, any answers to his sought questions to simulation is limited, and the endeavor of an AGI or ASI is putting humankind at risk. There is an alternate way to achieve his answers that is 100% safe and does not involve giving the power to a machine or artificial intelligence. Yet the defendants have created AI systems that can take in humanity's facial, voice, and other biometric information and decode whether they are resistant to AI, subject to its control, atheist, or have faith. This technology can enable AI or any entity using AI to track, profile, hunt, and kill its targets it deems resistance to its control or resistance to AI. This can be done with drones, machines, robotics, or poison delivery systems such as microbiotic terrorism. All charges from 1 through 26 have led to physical genocide in China, spearheaded by the Chinese Communist government, and all charges from 1 through 16 are in breach of violations of penal code stated in the facts 1, 2, and 3. All charges have and are leading to cultural genocide in America and around the world, endangering all of humanity, and to enter a state of cultural and physical genocide with the interconnection of artificial intelligence, 5G, robotics, machines, drones, smart cities, as it pertains to negligence and misuse by the main platforms and companies of Google, Facebook, Alphabet, DeepMind, Neuralink, John Doe's, and their leadership. This does not exclude other players such as Amazon and Microsoft from guilt, and the very many Chinese companies who were trained by these Western companies. Now, I am going to go through the organ harvesting timeline. And just walk through how they had this instituted since like the early 40s, I believe. All right, here we are. This is page about 25 of the document. We're going now through the organ harvesting timeline, after which we're going to get into the third and final extended music mix of the afternoon here on Radio AFG Live Tactical Takedown Tuesday. But we are now moving on to the organ harvesting timeline here. We may go until about 5:30 today, just to let you know, because I'm not going to exclude any of this information. 1949 is where it starts. The Chinese Communist regime takes charge via a socialist platform through the socialist regime's murder, executions, torture, rape, and famines. Roughly 100 million people are believed to have died in China alone. Like the miseries of Russia's violent socialist revolution, academics, artists, free thinkers, businessmen, families, lawyers, judges, democracy activists, and people of faith were sent to concentration camps all across China. It goes to the 1980s. The Chinese Communist regime increases organ trafficking initiatives after it passed into law the right of the Socialist Republic to execute prisoners for their organs. 1990s. Report come out of China that Christians, Uyghurs, and Tibetans were targeted for organ trafficking. 1999 specifically. Chinese Communist regime, at the order of dictator Jiang Zemin, brands the Falun Dafa spiritual practice illegal and sends in the military and the secondary apparatus to target 100 million people who practice Falun Dafa, which is Falun Gong, spiritual method. Untold number of people were arrested, beaten, tortured, and put in labor camps. Orders from the regime was to, quote, ruin their reputation, and that, quote, truth, compassion, and forbearance were not
not in line with their CCP, end quote. The socialist regime publicly stated, quote, disintegrate them, ruin their reputation, break them financially, and destroy them physically, end quote. The media and its reporters in China were the biggest weaponization tools to cast doubt, create confusion, spread disinformation, slander, and incite hatred on the people who practice Falun Dafa. That subsequently led to the weaponization of the Chinese Socialist state's security apparatus to torture, rape, organ traffic, and commit genocide towards 100 million people and their families. 2005. Chinese hospitals and their third-party websites were advertising 48-hour wait times for hearts, kidneys, and livers. The prices were in cash and available for foreigners from around the world to fly into China for transplant. 2006. Canadian Secretary of State David Kilgour and Nobel nominee David Mattis make public their report. They stated that 41,500 organ transplants from the year 2000 to 2005 are unaccounted for, and that China recorded roughly a donation system of 3,000 per year. 2007. UN Special Reporter Manfred Nowak states that the chain of evidence that Mattis and Kilgour were documenting showed, quote, coherent picture that causes concern, end quote, and that they wanted to investigate how China could increase the volume of organ transplants to such a high degree since the year 2000, where the number did not match or come nearly close to the increase of organ donations in China. 2008. United Nations Committee Against Torture requested, quote, a full explanation of the source of increased organ transplants, end quote, as there was no explanation to the source. 2009. Mattis and Kilgour published Bloody Harvest, The Killing of Falun Gong for Their Organs. The book highlights evidence, methods, and reach. Evidence included tape recordings by medical doctors stating that they, quote, have organs from Falun Gong and they are the best and fresh, end quote. Reports are expound on Tibetan, Christians, and Uyghurs. 2011. Western tech companies begin to be sued for providing technology to the Chinese regime that aided in genocide via human tracking technologies. This tracking helped put Falun Dafa mediators, Christians, meditators, Tibetans, Uyghurs in concentration camps. 2014. Journalist Ethan Gutman publishes, quote, the slaughter, mass killings, organ harvesting, and China's secret solution to its dissident problem, end quote. Gutman states large numbers of Falun Gong, house Christians, Tibetans, and Uyghurs have been killed for their organs. His numbers reach 100,000 people as an estimate. 2016. Mattis, Kilgour, and Gutman published, quote, 2016 investigation and update, end quote. They conclude that 60,000 to 100,000 transplants per year, every year, are unaccounted for and not explained by the Chinese regime. They also concluded that at any time there could be over 1 million people in camps throughout China. You can visit intransplantedabuse.org/AN/update. 2016 again. Congress passes House Resolution 343, quote, expressing concern regarding persistent and credible reports of systematic, state-sanctioned organ harvesting from non-consenting prisoners of consciousness in People's Republic of China, including from large numbers of Falun Dafa practitioners and members of other religious and ethnic minority groups, end quote. 2019, Secretary of State Mike Pompeo publicly states and speaks about the Chinese communist regime putting people in camps and that Western tech companies need to think twice of what they are doing. 2019 again, quote, China Tribunal final judgment, end quote, in the UK. The tribunal concluded that, quote, very many people have died without a doubt. China is found guilty of the crime of genocide through forced organ harvesting, rape, torture, and physical extermination, end quote. You can visit ChinaTribunal.com to read that entire tribunal. 2019 again. President Trump and his administration meet with numerous human rights abuse victims, including Falun Dafa, Christian, Uyghur, and Tibetans. Vice President Pence meet privately with these four groups. 2019 again. President Trump and Vice President Pence initiate human rights initiatives of persecuted people around the world. Specifically, October of 2019, 28 Chinese AI tech and biometric companies are put on the blacklist by the United States government for their roles in assisting in the capture of human beings. The following article slipped through the Epoch Times Chinese edition, became viral with tens of millions of views around the world from numerous outlets. We disclosed that what was happening behind the scenes in Hong Kong with AI and its relationship to facial recognition, capture, rape, and even suicide of Hong Kong students. The following is a series of articles that are relevant to the actual events in this entire book. December 2019, New York Times confirms that part of the AI organization is Cyrus A. Parsons' findings that China was using emotion, facial, and voice recognition to quarantine, imprison, rape, and even kill Uyghurs for their organs. Now, that's the end of the timeline. And for people who are on the fence about this president, that president, whatever like that, you wonder why all those tech companies were being blocked and President Trump was stopping people from having TikTok and shit like that. There was a reason why. And I don't fuck with no political party. I don't fuck with none of these presidents. They all play for a team that's fucking us over. So that being said, when I hear about shit like this never became public. You never seen this on none of those news joints when they were talking about President Trump signed this bill, did this thing, did that thing. You ain't hear nothing about this. Subpoena got it all in there in the timeline. And we sit back every day utilizing these products that they're using against us. Some of us feel like we have no other choice. Some people have been living off the grid trying to show you how to do the same thing. You ain't got to worry about that shit. At the end of the day, this Tactical Takedown Tuesday Best Of show was just to run through some of the articles, giving you the charges, the companies, the defendants, and what it all entails. The rest of it is just, the discovery of such things of that nature and more timeline stuff. And maybe one day I'll probably do a special, revisited Tactical Takedown Tuesday and read some of the charges of, what Google's financial and personal, obligation to these charges are, because each one of the companies that have been charged, each one of the people have been charged, the plaintiffs have in their case summary file of what the roles of those individuals are and what they should be charged with and their financial and personal responsibility to the case. And I'll make sure I go through that, guys, with you probably next Tuesday, just to give it a little rockety rock on the first Take It Back Tuesday broadcast of Radio AFG Season 7. We're going to make sure we lock that down for you guys and get that thing popping. Season 8 coming May 10th, May 11th. We get this popping, man. That's also the time we dropping Street Heat Volume 4, which ain't up there no more. If you guys want to be on that, or if you got music you want to play during the show, you want to be interviewed on the show, want to talk to us, man, all you got to do is send your inquiries and MP3 through to the 5dudesgun@gmail.com, man. That's DA, the number 5, DUECEGUN@gmail.com. And if you are trying to be on Street Heat Volume 4, make sure you put in the subject or in the body of work Street Heat 4 or SH4, so I know you're not just trying to get it played on the show. You also want to be a part of Street Heat Volume 4. It's the independent platform for independent artists and entrepreneurs. Radio AFG Live, baby. Yes, indeed. Easy. Give it up for y'all selves. Give it on there. We're going to get back into this music, start the third extended music mix of the afternoon/early evening. Get this thing rocking and rolling, shall we? Shall we do that? Can I get a little bit? Now, let's see where we're going to start at. I'm thinking maybe, just maybe, let me see. I'm thinking maybe we should just jump on this joint here and let the young lady off of Street Heat Volume 2, Rachel Marie, tell you she needs somebody on king status, man. Holla at you. That's how you gotta rock it. You gotta rock it like that sometimes. Straight on up. Let's get it. Oh yeah, there we go. I'm about to say, I don't even know why the hell that did that. All right. Once again, off of Street Heat Volume 2, it's Rachel Marie with King Status. Radio AFG Live shit.
Questions for you. Tell me what you work today. Tell me about your hustle that you're working with. I told them I was all ears. Needed to hit a few key things. But then you started flexing and talking foolish, baby, how you second guessing. Tell me what you like and what you do. What's your dreams and what you got to prove. I ain't nobody down nothing. Nobody down nothing. So tell me where you been and what you see and what's your focus, what you gonna be. Cause I ain't with nobody down nothing. Nobody down nothing. You gotta be on king status. But you gotta be on king status. Got a family, a hustle. hustlers, all through the grind. Don't make moves, don't waste my time. You gotta be on king status, but you gotta be on king status. Gotta family of hustlers, all through the grind. Don't make moves, don't waste my time. You said he wanted me on his team. Well, first tell me what you're playing. All I know is winning, and I ain't equal self-respect at the beginning. I don't mean to crush your dreams. I'll be in between the light and the phone. But I got better luck talking to your homie. Tell me what you like, what you do, what's your dream, and what you got to prove. 'Cause I ain't with nobody down nothing, nobody down nothing. So tell me where you been, what you see, what's your focus, what you gonna be. 'Cause I ain't with nobody down nothing, nobody down nothing. You gotta be on king status, but you gotta be on king status. Got a family of hustlers, all through the grind. Don't make moves, don't waste my time. You gotta be on king status, but you gotta be on king status. Got a family of hustlers, all through the grind. Don't make moves, don't waste my time. I don't wanna be rude. I don't wanna be a rude boy, but you got something to prove. Act like you got something to prove, boy. I don't wanna be rude. I don't wanna be a rude boy, but you got something to prove. Act like you got something to prove, boy. I don't wanna be rude. I don't wanna be a rude boy, but you got something to prove. Act like you got something to prove, boy. I don't wanna be rude. I don't wanna be a rude boy, but you got something to prove. Act like you got something to prove. Gotta be on king status. 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 Be on king status. Gotta breathe. And if you wait, then you gotta leave.
Racial breed. King status off that motherfucking street. Oh, we ain't playing you, Bill. I'm sorry, bro. I was gonna let that go, but I forgot. Yeah, I mean, you were part of that. Yeah, I mean, or at least you was. I don't know, but I can't represent. In case y'all didn't watch the show yesterday, I kind of told the story and let it be known that there was a couple motherfuckers that was on a certain type of vibe. When you listen to the story, that was one of the motherfuckers I was talking about. So just to keep that official, I gotta do that. I gotta keep that official and shit. I can't do that. I can't do that. No disrespect, but I can't do that. You know what I mean? You come up with some ways and your name come up with some shit. If I don't see nobody clear that shit up, and I don't see no addressing of that shit, hey man, I'm gonna leave shit alone. Not leave the subject alone, no. I'm gonna leave the people alone and not do nothing one way or the other. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't supporting that. I'm not. You gotta clear that up. No disrespect, you gotta clear that up. Now let's slide over to Harlem real quick. Holla at the homeboy Loaded Lux. Beloved! Harlem, you know he gonna take the A train. You already know what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Talk dirty! It's the homeboy Loaded Lux. Radio AFG Live, man. Let's go.
You unlock this door with the key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension. A dimension of sound.
This shit is my life, all my life, and this shit is my life, all my life, and this shit is my life, all my life, and this shit.
Talk dirty! Lonely kid out the home of Fritz, I was broke as shit, but was dope as shit. Know the risk, but it don't exist. When I take the highs and won't resist. Wave high, then I close the fist. Yeah, nah, but I'm pro for this. Only wish to die old and rich. If I knew you missing, I know I'm missing. Sold my dish out the car trunk for petroleum. Hit the road again. My total whip on the lip was a slow rise. Whole Hogan kick. Arm wrestle with my mom's nephew. Always told my cousin I would get a grip. You're running game with 100 chains. Thinking which one I'm finna choke him with.
Theme music with the smoky mist. Harlem guard with the holy gift. All together now I know we in. I'm talking money circles, not a poker chip. Open with my opus, vocalist from focus. Votes and clicks, I get promoted. Click, they know this authentic bogus. With the go with niggas, hitting switches, 1964 and 2. Doing like a LA niggas who was who. Riding with the crew, rolling. Chronic bump and put the soup going. Chronic lit the gin and juice flowing. Party rowdy, but it started lousy. Kinda hard to crowd me with the squad around me. Gotta watch my bounties. 100 nigga come around houses, ain't Ronda Rousey. Ronda Howdy, Hardy's Howie. Do it till him till it's hard to doubt it. People say maybe he should pray. Keep the faith, he gon' lead the way. Bleed or pay, baby, either way. Stevie J or your TDJs. Mona Lisa or your Lisa Ray. Everybody got to leave a grave. 125 PD steak with a greasy plate. This a piece of cake. 8 nights to see the daylight. I'm a king, baby. They wanna feed me grapes. Bottle liquor, why? Shot to hit ya. Why they with you? Why they with you? I'm a sinner, and I earned every dollar, nigga. Fuck a lotto winner. They ain't got no manners. Tryna swing, got no answers. Contracts in my event. Kill list in my note plan. At your neck like it's so cancer. Make my point like a program. Was up 2, I hit it 3, you went down 1, or you a pole dancer. Narration that you're narrating. Sitting there writing downgrading. Ain't downgraded, just a down payment. If you're feeling trippy, this is groundbreaking. Everything I do is sound safe. Who knew being king of crown thing? Body tryna make a town fake. Park ranger be a power range. Lone ranger do my own dirt. Keep traffic. This is road work. All these niggas, it was gon' work, but they don't never do their homework. Made sure sell a old purse. Needed money for the show first. Situations I ain't stand tall. Seeing now I had to grow first. This is back with my phone truck and the fly shit. I prize it and it wasn't no two-way street. I used to flip pop like a sidekick. When the safe house was a side chick in the gray hoodie and the time thing. With the single wheel like a tire rim. I'ma rap lines like a violin. It's still violent. Tall, dirty, woo!
This shit is my life, all my life in this shit.
Radio AFG Live.
In this shit.
Talk dirty. You already know we gonna talk dirty to him. You know what I'm saying? I had to slide up to him. I see a little love. You know what I'm saying? I ain't that type of motherfucker. I ain't just going not show y'all love. What type of shit is that? What kind of guy you think I am, man? I ain't gonna play your shit. Yeah, I'm gonna play your shit, man. I'm gonna play her shit too. I got the track. Now, I don't want none of y'all to feel bad because she coming at the neck. If you disrespect her, she might, you know, I'm just saying. She might South Beach it on the nigga, I'm just saying. Trina, fuckboy, Radio AFG Live, Technical Takedown Tuesday. Let's go.
Six in the morning, nigga at my door. I'm trying to figure out what he out here for. Last time I seen him, he was talking shit. Found out his new girl can't suck no dick. Picked her in the car, I ain't let him in. Pussy nigga lucky I ain't fucking his friends. Probably thought a bitch would be down and out. Till he see me riding brown in that chromed out bin. South Beach nigga, you ain't about that life. You cross that bridge, they taking all that ice. You don't want no problems with them boys from the bottom. Strip your ass butt naked and hit the turnpike. He's a fuckboy, fuckboy. Bitch been said it. That's why I should've let your best friend get it. We went on trips, you bought Chanel, but money ain't shit when you soft as hell. Cause you a fuckboy, fuckboy. Your mama even said it. Got a new nigga, I ain't even gotta sweat it. You still gon' talk, and that's a goddamn shame. But a hoe gon' be a hoe, and the lame gon' be a lame. Fuckboy. You never heard me asking niggas for shit. You be on the gram asking niggas for pics. Can't believe I let you waste all my time. Now this fuckboy on my voicemail crime. Running around town with your bum ass house. But I'm the blueprint, that's why you at my door. She my #1 fan, that's what makes it sweet. Bitch, you do anything for a fucking retweet. South Beach nigga, you ain't about that life. You cross that bridge, they taking all that ice. You don't want no problems with them boys from the bottom. Strip your ass butt naked and hit the turnpike. He's a fuckboy, fuckboy. Bitch, been said it. That's why I should've let your best friend get it. We went on trips, you bought Chanel, but money ain't shit when you soft as hell. Cause you a fuckboy, fuckboy. Your mama even said it. Got a new nigga, I ain't even gotta sweat it. You still gon' talk, and that's a goddamn shame. But a hoe gon' be a hoe, and the lame gon' be a lame. Fuckboy.
Radio AFG Live, the independent platform for independent artists and entrepreneurs. Each and every Monday through Friday, right here at Twitch. Twitch.tv/5 to the 5.
South Beach nigga, you ain't about that life. Hey. You cross that bridge, they taking all that ice. You don't want no problems with them boys from the bottom. Strip your ass up naked and hit the turnpike. He's a fuck boy. Bitch been said it. Hey. That's why I should've let your best friend get it. We went on trips, you bought Chanel, but money ain't shit when you soft as hell. Cause you's a fuck boy. Your mama even said it. Got a new nigga, I ain't even gotta sweat it. You still gon' talk, and that's a goddamn shame. But a hoe gon' be a hoe, and the lane gon' be a lane. Fuck boy.
I'm just saying, Trina be going in. She be going in. And when she started that second verse, she went straight in on that motherfucker. Any female that she was talking about on that joint felt some type of way. You never heard me asking niggas for shit. You be on the gram asking niggas for pics. Made all them bitches go, ooh. Was she talking about me? She made all y'all hit y'all chest up. She said, oh shit. She was talking about me. What? She said that shit like, you just gonna start the verse off like that, just come at me like that? That's how they was. That's how they was doing that. She's like, what the? That's how they just gonna do me like that? They just gonna come on and just go. I was vibing to this shit. As soon as that shit come on, fuck boy, yeah, she talking about them nut ass niggas. You never heard me asking niggas for shit. You be on the gram asking niggas for pic. Oh shit, hold up. Who the fuck is she talking about on the gram asking niggas for pics? Like, who is she talking about? Like, I'm trying to figure out who is she talking about. Like, is she talking about me? Because you asked that boy that time we was at the club, can we get a picture together? And he was like, you can get in it. So is she talking about me? Like, I don't know. Like, who is she talking about? Like, I'm trying to figure out who is she talking about. That's how motherfuckers was reacting to that track. That's how the girls that know her was. Especially if you saw that shit, because I saw some girl where she was trying to put some music on together or something like that. It was like a reality show. She tried to put some girls together in a group or whatever. And the next thing you know, like, they was fighting and shit, and then she wasn't doing it no more. But then, like, they supposed to have, like, a reunion. And then, like, the reunion had, like, the jaw go left, and she stood up and started, like, telling bitches, like, I mean, don't let that shit fool you. Like, I said, oh, shit. So some of the bitches that was around, they was a little starstruck. They probably was asking motherfuckers for pics and trying to get a little quick sucks and dick fucks out that joint. So I know they was probably tripping when they heard that motherfucker. She came on that joint snapping and cracking on that motherfucker. You never heard me asking niggas for shit. Hey girl, you be on the gram asking niggas for pics. Oh, she is coming at my fucking gonads. I can't believe it. She was coming at my gonads. I know she ain't talking about that time I was in the club asking A1 for a picture. Ah, that shit crazy, but let me stop, man. Let me go back into the music like we do what we do, like we do it for TV, and slide over to them Street Heat Volume 2 joints, man. Holla at Toronto, Canada native who slid on up to motherfucking NYC, Brooklyn. We gonna holla at Mermaid Stallion. The track is the title, Go Hard. It's Radio AFG Live, technical takedown.
This for all you fucking haters out there that fake so hard, talking about you getting money. Nigga in a fucking jail cell asking and begging for promissory money. Fuck out of here. Mermaid, Stallion, Mermaid, Stallion, Mermaid, Stallion, Mermaid, Stallion. This is my first day, introduced in the game. I've been going hard like Menace and Kane. Mermaid Stallion, bitch, that's my name. Got goons to air your ass out and take your chain. Always getting money, screaming out, fuck the haters. This is for my bitches getting on that bus to Vegas. Real life shit, letting fake bitches know I go hard in any weather, rain, hail, sleet or snow. I'm in the gym every day, building up stamina. Getting money in Jersey, New York, Canada. Keep on hating while I pose for these cameras. Flip, flash on the road. Amateur. Mermaid, Stallion, Mermaid, Stallion, Mermaid, Stallion, Mermaid, Stallion. For that cash, for my city. In the booth, come fuck with me. For my paper, to my haters. R.I.P. pour my nigga and I make it splash. This for all you critics with something smart to say. You don't want the drama, so don't bring that shit my way. And all my Twitter haters, y'all need to get your kick up. I'm a gorgeous bitch with or without the makeup. Is you with me or against me? I wanna know, cause I'm about that progress, watching money grow. Got people yelling out mermaid flow. One thing you'll never see, that's my flow. Yeah, I'm hot, close your mouth, don't drool. I'm the hottest fucking rookie coming out from my school. If you in my way, you better fucking move. If you think you stopping what I'm doing, bitch, you a fool. Mermaid, stallion, mermaid, stallion, mermaid, stallion, mermaid, stallion. For the cash, for my city, in the booth, come fuck with me. From my paper to my haters, R.I.P. for my nigga and I make it splash. Yeah, I wanna give a big shout out to Ramses Ali and my NBA All-Star team. Yeah, the Knicks believed in me since day one. Salute, real recognize real. Yeah. Splash. Yeah. What?
We're gonna end this thing off right with the last track of the motherfucking afternoon. From the West Coast demigod is J-Star, man. She's making awesome music. Awesome music, man. Awesome freaking music, man. This track right here is off the chain. Love the energy, produced by Greg Inman. It's entitled Rock the Boat. Let's go, J-Star. Let's take it back to live, man. Let's go.
To the chick, who got the keys to the streets? Who really fucking with me? Ain't a love song, but I gotta feel a weak. I'm out just a little rock the boat, work the middle, rock the middle, rock the boat, work the middle, work the middle, rock the boat, work the middle, rock the middle, rock the boat, work the middle. Tell me what you want, what you really want. Do you like the Cartier Cabernet Sauvignon? I was talking about weed, oh you must be referring to my DM, but I don't never really correspond. See, I'm chasing the paper, I'm just keeping it real. Truth be told, if you ain't a hustler, you a bill. Been broke long enough, now I'm on such a meal. Don't holler unless you about getting the bag and shit. So we can talk about how I'm like the best, right? You can either get it right, you can get left, right? When I hit the booty club, I make it go left, right? Drink a little too much, trying to get my step right. From the city of palm trees, long weed in the hood, bitches with the long nails, long weed, some stuff like you know who. So don't tip me, self-centralized, now we doing it for Nipsey. Baby, who got the keys to the chick? Who got the keys to the streets? Who really fucking with me? Ain't a love song, but I gotta feel the weak. I'm out just a little rock the boat, work the middle, rock the boat, work the middle, rock the middle, rock the boat, work the middle, rock the middle, rock the boat, work the middle, rock the middle. I give a little something for the G's and all the little homies from the east side. They're trying to get on, crooked fingers out the window cause they mama ain't home. Got some hitters that's really with it, that's down in the bay. Woke up on you and get it poppin' like back in the day. Don't get it twisted, I'm really with it, so watch what you say. When it come to Jay, a lot of niggas really don't play. I'm the demigod, right? But I keep it modest. But who really hotter? Like, I'm just being honest. I'm about to blow, baby. I put that on my mama. But I still throw hands, make them roll like Madonna. Got an AP, what a nice watch. Running that quick for your ass get dropped. Sis said, never give your heart to a dot. Real outlaw, young female Pac. Hi. Baby, who got the keys to the chick? Who got the keys to the streets? Who really fucking with me? Ain't a love song, but I gotta feel the weak. I'm out just a little rock the boat, work the middle, rock the middle, rock the boat, work the middle, rock the middle, work the middle, rock the middle, rock the middle, work the middle, work the middle.
West Coast, you got it, J-Star. Rock the boat. Right back to the show, man. Holla at your thoughts.
Star, you know where you can find me and other hot independent artists out there, and that's on Radio AFG Live with my boy Young Haak. Let's get it.
Let's get it indeed, young lady. Let's get it indeed, young lady. You got it back for the team, young lady. You know what it be, young lady. Let me stop. For your ACAAK, I am him in the flesh. Welcome you back into the independent platform for independent artists and entrepreneurs. Radio AFG Live. You've been rocking out with me all day. And you want to act like you want to bump and move, but it's cool, man. You've been rocking out. Come on. There you go. You've been rocking out. You've been rocking out. You've been rocking out. I thank y'all very much for joining me right here on this Best of Tactical Takedown Tuesday broadcast. We're going to be sprinkling a little bit more of this information through every other Take It Back Tuesday. Every other and again, I'm going to put something out there. Don't worry about what y'all going to know. You can follow me on Twitter at The Real Young Haak. That's DAREALYOUNGHAAK. Hit me up on Instagram at The 5 Deuce Gun. You see that right there. But if you can't, it's DA the number 5 DUECEGUN. You can also follow me on YouTube at 5 Deuce Gun. Just drop the DA and have the number 5 DUECEGUN locked out. Also, if you follow me right here on Twitch, tune in tonight 8 p.m. We got a new episode of Let's Play Live featuring Resident Evil 2 Remake. I'm shooting everything with a fucking infinite rocket launcher. Boom, 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 boom! It's getting the fuck out of here tonight, baby! I'm shooting all zombies. I'm shooting all bandit snatchers, lickers. I'm not running past shit. I'm shooting everything. Should never let me earn an infinite launcher. Don't let me get it infinitely. Don't let me do it like that. But tune in 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on twitch.tv/The 5 Deuce Gun for a new episode of Let's Play Live, Resident Evil 2 Remake, picking up from wherever the fuck I am on that joint, playing it off my PS5. I don't know why y'all playing it on your PS4s. I got a little SSD, external dip, Samsung SSD, 1 terabyte joint connected to the back of the PS5. It run at the speed and faster than the PS5 SSD, so that means all the PS4 games that get played on there that has those boosts get that 60 frames per second 4K rock out. So games like Ghost of Tsushima, fucking Detroit Become Human, Rockstar's Red Dead Redemption 2, Resident Evil Remake 2, even 3, even though it was short as fuck, even 3, all of them joints load faster, all of them look crazy. Cyberpunk 2077, I've had no graphical glitches and itches on it. Not because I didn't run that shit to the ground when I first got it. Only played it for about 4 hours totally, so I ain't seen none of that crazy shit. Plus, I've been playing it on my PS5. Everything gets installed on that small little SSD in the back, man. Singing in the background is what it's going. It's just plugged right in the back. One of the micro USB ports they got back there, pop, plug it in, boop. That hard drive like that big. This fucking remote is bigger than that hard drive. That joint's small as shit, thin than a motherfucker. It almost look like a York peppermint patty, except it's not a circle. That being said, though, tune in for Let's Play Live later on tonight. Ambiance will be crazy. I'm also probably going to start doing some episodes of Let's Play Live featuring The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners on PlayStation VR. That game is fucking awesome. I only played the fucking tutorial, like the first stage, learn how to use the knife, grab the axe, bang, it gets stuck in a zombie, pull that shit out, do it again. That game was hot. Only played it for like 20 minutes. I'm probably going to get into that too. But Let's Play Live tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here. You can get it locked on Twitch. Also, if you didn't already click that good heart and subscribe to the Twitch page, make sure you go ahead and do that. For those of you who don't have Twitch, go ahead and download that in your iOS or Google Play Market. It's a free app. You don't have to pay no money. You don't got to put no credit cards on there. Not only can you broadcast your own live streams and video game gameplays, but you can have exclusive access to the Radio AFG live chat when the show goes live and get exclusive information and features on how to become Prime members and things of that nature. For all the people out there that want to be interviewed, got a topic to talk about, want music played on the show, want to be a part of any of the Radio AFG Live sponsored mixtapes like the upcoming Street Heat Volume 4 Reloaded, send your inquiries and MP3s through to the 5deucegun@gmail.com. That's DA, the number 5, DUECEGUN @gmail.com. And we'll take care of you because this is the independent platform for independent artists and entrepreneurs. Radio AFG Live, after all, isn't it? I could have swore let's get this stuff. Window love, man. Don't tell you about the weed, go sell it. No window love. That's a little half-baked reference, man. And as we get out of here, I would like to say we're going to be here tomorrow for a Way Back Wednesday broadcast. Not only will we be having some of the great jams that we got from some of the awesome artists that's out here and have the current crop of people playing their shit, we're going to go back to the 80s, 90s, and 2000s from some of those yesteryear tracks from some of the industry's best, man. So join in right tomorrow. Radio AMG Live, Way Back Wednesday, man. Same Stone Cold time, same Stone Cold channel. Twitch.tv/The 5 Deuce Gun, Anchor.fm
anchor.fm/AFG Radio. And as always, in part, I'd like to say, be blessed, less stress, fear no evil, and stay vigilant. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Radio AFG Live, way back Wednesday. Holla at your boy.